In what? What you?
We're live.
We're live.
Oh, we're live.
We are live.
Oh my
okay.
goodness.
Live.
What's up, YouTube?
Ladies
What's going
and
on?
gentlemen.
The cast of Put in the Books is here. We're giving you a little sneak
Three of
preview
us.
before we go live with our actual show.
This is what we call behind the scenes.
This is some privilege for you. This
For
is
you, right,
privilege
yeah,
for
okay.
you.
You a bunch of privileged folks.
Privileged folks. But before, right before we go
Wow.
live,
Okay.
we'll get a little toast in here.
Little Kool-Aid and
I
iced
thank
tea.
you. I thank you for listening.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cheers to you guys. Here's some
Cheers.
iced tea
Cheers.
to you.
Iced tea. Apple juice.
Whatever you want to call it.
Coca-Cola.
Oh, and just real quick, we won't show this on the live show, but for the behind the scenes, we got Mets coasters. And Farachi's got a Mets notebook that I'm jealous of. But that's
Should we
good.
show that too?
That's gonna
Yeah.
disappear later on in the show.
Yeah. Just don't ask me.
Hey, look at that.
I just wanted
That'll
to
be the last time you
it's
people
my
see
live,
that.
my live pre-show testimony. If that disappears, it's not me. Do not look for me.
Nope. His middle name is not me, but do not look for him.
Boom.
All right, so this is us being happy. We
Little
get a
bit,
little, we get a
little
little, we
bit,
get a
little
little intense as the show goes on.
Like that.
I can see the
Yeah,
face
yeah.
and the reflection there.
Pretty
Um,
much. Yeah. Gets worse.
But what we're gonna do?
Right now, it's
And
all
for
about
you-
the good times. Because ain't we lucky we got them. Good
Right.
times.
All right.
Don't do that anymore.
Don't do that again.
Look, so for you guys on YouTube, you're getting the benefit of seeing this before we go on. And I will also let you know that we are using a new service now. So this is the very first time, and it's going to be great because it's going to be live on video and on audio. And so this is the first time that we will go live, I hope.
Why do you keep
on-
doing this?
Because I don't know.
Because we don't know what's going to happen.
happen. I'm just being honest.
We do know the place will not blow up. So we'll be here after.
Yeah, we'll
whatever
be
happens,
alive.
happens. Mhm.
Live or not, we'll be
Somehow we'll
alive
be here.
afterwards.
We'll not be
Um,
live, but we'll be alive.
Right.
Okay.
And so this is supposed to share to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, SoundCloud, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. That's it. That's all I got.
We got it. We should
Shout
copy a thing of Vic and play that.
Shout out to Vic DiPotato, who's going to be down in South Florida where we are in April. We should all go see him.
We
You
should.
should.
He's a Yankee fan.
Nah, forget it.
never
He's a
mind.
Giants fan.
Nah,
Yeah,
don't matter.
That's it. It's all over.
It's over.
Too
that was
heavy.
it.
What if he's a nice Yankee fan like Tim?
There's only one like Tim, okay?
Somebody who's watching
There's only
YouTube
one.
Live says it's looking fantastic. Nah, forget about
Eh?
it. So we're gonna go live.
Okay.
Did
I'm
you
gonna,
just-
I'm gonna hit this button, and then we're gonna be live.
Oh, snap.
Do it. Do it.
Take a deep breath.
Focus.
Count down from 4 in Spanish.
Cuatro, tres,
dos,
dos,
uno.
Boom.
Fuego.
We
Fuego.
are now going live, and here is
Okay.
our theme music.
Oh, let's hear that. And here is our theme music.
And here
is our theme music. And here's our theme music. Is
Theme
he a
music's
real
not
American?
playing.
I don't know.
Theme
What's
music's
going
not
on?
playing.
Here we go. What a surprise.
Actually,
Brought to you live.
it's playing.
it's playing, but we're not hearing it.
Oh, okay. Are you guys hearing it?
I hope so. So glad that went well. The theme
Hey.
music is now over.
Oh, okay. Well, good. So we can talk.
Yes,
Are they hearing us?
they are hearing us.
I think we were supposed to hear it because we heard it during the dry run.
How dry was that run?
Anyway, so
Ba-dum-bum.
the theme music just played. I am Steve. I got Keith to my right. Since you've all
me.
not seen Keith,
What's up, guys?
No.
got Rodriguez across the table from me, and
How you doing?
we are brought to you by Cinesportstalk.com.
Boom.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say for the moment.
Okay.
Because we might have something more to talk about a little bit later on.
We just may.
We
There
just
it
may.
is. You know
Might
what you're
do it.
talking about.
Yeah, you do, and you do.
Do I?
Do you?
I don't think you do.
All right.
You'll find out.
So,
That's where like a good mystery dun, 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 would come in play.
ooh, like
we had some
like
music.
this, if the sounds were working.
Yeah. Just like that.
The
For-
sounds definitely work. We heard it before. We did a test.
Yeah. Is that a message saying the sounds are working or not? Ain't we
Who's
lucky
producing
we
the show?
got- Me.
Our producers.
We're all doomed.
yeah,
Doomed.
absolutely.
All right. So, well, let's hope our Mets are not doomed.
Did they hear the sound?
I don't know if they heard the sound.
You're getting mad when you saw that. How about now? Did they hear
Well,
it now?
listen,
How about now?
everybody can hear us. So that's a
what
good thing.
matters.
But they can't hear the music, and who cares? We could just say, put it in the books.
Brum, 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 brum.
All right, there it is.
We're done.
So
What's that right there?
this right here,
Yeah, the speaker with an X in front of it.
that means mute. Enable the audio on this track can be heard from by your listeners.
Ta-da!
No. Ta-da.
What is that?
Ta-da, nothing.
I
It's
hear
all good.
buzzing.
So anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes.
Anyway.
Meat and taters.
Anyway.
Brought to you by Cinesportstalk.com. You can follow us on Cinesports Talk on the Facebook. On
The Facebook.
The movie.
Facebook.
The Facebook. That's how it used to be called.
The book face.
The Book of Face. Cinesportstalk.com for the fan page. You can like us there. Cinesportstalk.com minus the com for our group page. YouTube, which is important. If you're watching us, you already got that. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, your sister's ass, the Pony Express. I feel like I'm going too far with the Pony Express.
Yeah.
Vic.
Maybe
It's
you
too
need to
much.
cut it.
It's too much, Vic. We'll
We-
cut that.
we-
'Cause
we
he does
should-
that, Vic the Potato.
Yeah, that's-
Yeah, we
too much of
should
his
cut a
thing.
clip of him because he does it funny.
We love it. We respect him. That's why we say that. But, you know.
By the way, there's a 6-second delay from what I can tell. I'm looking at the feed right now. So if you say anything, you have 6 seconds to apologize before anybody hears it.
I'm sorry for Keith.
Me too.
Yeah, so follow us on all the social media and networks and all that stuff. And I'm gonna pull up the contest stuff because I want to be sure that I tell you all the cities that we're doing this huge contest. Actually,
Whoa.
we've gotten almost 2,000 emails for this contest.
2K.
2,000.
Wow.
And it's just out of control. So it is, if you know anything about us and you've been following us and you're on the group or on the fan page, you'll know that we're giving away tickets to a pre-screening, an advanced screening of The Grinch. What do you guys think about
Benedict
that?
Cumberbatch as the
Benedict
Grinch.
Cumberbatch.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm looking forward to it, actually, if you want to be truthful about it, because I started listening to Christmas music today. It's November 1st, and it's time, right, Keith?
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Hum, 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 the mistletoe. Da-da-da-bum-bum.
Not yet. Not yet.
Oh,
Not
oh,
yet.
ba-dum-bum-bum.
Not yet. I'm not in yet.
All right, so West Palm Beach, Orlando, Tampa,
Is this?
Jacksonville, and that's in Florida. Let's go to Texas. We also got Oklahoma City. If you're listening to us out there, sorry for your Thunder not winning a game yet.
Oh,
Dallas,
Nice little cheap shot.
Houston, or for those of us that dropped the H, Houston,
Houston.
Houston.
Brian
San
I'm
Antonio,
from New York. It's Houston, Texas.
Houston,
Yeah. that was so
San
confusing
Antonio,
when you're learning
Austin,
English.
Texas, and
It's-
and
I could see.
McAllen. McAllen is that city that's about 20 miles away from the border.
I want to also announce that if you can actually prove that your grandmother was run over by a reindeer and you have documented evidence of this, you forward that to Steve and he will pay for your popcorn and soda if you win the. So you have to win and prove that your grandmother was run over by a reindeer. Because grandma was run over by a reindeer.
Wow.
Come on, Steve. On her way home on Christmas Eve.
Okay, I do love that song though, but we're gonna ram on right past that, and we're gonna
Yeah.
break through that wall.
Right past it, please.
Why?
I don't know why I just mentioned the wall in Mexico in a minute span.
Something in your mind going
Something,
on.
yeah.
Are you,
I just want to.
you wanna build the wall?
Did you guys
Is that what it
vote?
is?
Yes.
You did early voting.
I know.
I want to dedicate this show to
No.
number 5, David Captain Wright.
I am voting. Why are you dedicating the show to Captain Wright? Why?
Because we have to say his name every show, and I just want to make sure it happens.
Sounds like a plan.
To you, Captain.
To the captain. If we were able to play stuff, I would play this.
Yeah. Wow.
I wonder what's
How
the deal.
exciting.
that?
I'm glad you people are hearing this because I'm not either.
No, it says muted. I just don't. I don't.
I just don't know.
What about if you move this to the middle?
Then it would be lower. It says playing to listeners. I wonder if it continues to play on Spreaker.
We're gonna get some reverb in a second, but
Oh, excuse me.
Don't worry, everybody. This happens.
All the time.
play your sound.
That was me.
They don't have any music.
No.
Not on YouTube, but what about Spreaker? Can you go to Spreaker?
Yeah.
Thank
Speak
you.
for this.
Spreak this. All right, so
It's a funny free shot.
you know what the issue is? I don't have the synopsis of the show in front of me, so I don't know what the hell we're going to talk about here. Hold on.
I can tell you, Van Wagenen.
Are you a little rattled today? What's going on?
No, I'm not rattled. It's a different setup.
The
It's
pressure
a
getting
different
to you.
studio.
That means he's
You under
rattled.
pressure?
So it's just
Just getting
it's
to you, Steven.
first time we gotta
You okay? Do you want to talk
knock
about
through
this?
everything. And
I don't care if we're on camera.
for those, if
I'll
you're
hug
listening
you.
on Spreaker,
I'll hug you.
Hug.
go on the little side chat and
No.
tell me if you hear this sound. It was a dark and stormy night. If you can hear the sound, then you know why I'm saying it. And just wonder if it's working. All right, so 5, 4, 3,
3,
2, 1. That sounds over.
Van wagging it.
Van wagging it.
This is reminding me of the show way back, episode number 1.
Through 7.
What happened?
We like,
Anything that could happen would happen.
yeah, we had no idea exactly what was happening, but it worked out. So this will work
Well,
out.
Imagine how bad it was if this is the best we have.
You know what? Somebody was listening. Somebody's watching,
Somebody's watching.
and I said, "Listen to it. Try Spreaker."
Correct.
And they responded saying, "I can hear you through the speaker."
Okay.
Play a sound effect.
Oh, are we on Spreaker?
Oh my God, it sounds so good.
Does it?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah. Play a sound effect.
Are you ready
Mm-hmm.
for the sound effect?
Play it, baby.
We should be able to hear it though.
It's sexy talk time, isn't it? Look at him.
You hear it?
Let's get it on.
I'm up to oh my God, it sounds so good part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a delay.
That's good though. There's a delay on everything.
Let's get it on.
So everybody's hearing me in about 10 seconds.
Is
It
any
plays.
music? It does.
Ah, what happened?
Wait, we need to hear that. I need to be able to know what's going on.
All right, but
The important part is that it's playing. What just happened?
What is he doing? Tell us what's going
he's
on.
happy
well,
about something.
everybody who hears on Spreaker can hear the sound.
Okay,
Oh,
perfect. So if
okay.
you're listening to on Spreaker, it's not speaker. Spreak.
It's Streaker with a P. If you look, and you could just go right on and you can click on the live link. Spreaker. If you go to Spreaker, that's SPREAKER.
K.
SPREAKER. Look up Cinesports Talk podcast channel.
Network.
Excuse me. And you can see the live link. So if you go ahead and click on that live link, you will
Put it in
see.
the
I'm
books.
hearing myself repeat in my head. It's really confusing. So let me just do that.
Keith can only handle a certain number of voices in his mind.
Yeah.
At one time.
Well,
He's up to 29.
I can handle the different various voices, but when it's the same voice repeating itself, it really gets confusing. 'Cause then
He
I can't
gets confused,
I can't differentiate the personalities, so it gets really confusing. So if you
this
go to
is not a
Spreaker,
joke.
yeah, it's not.
This is,
No,
this
it's
is,
not.
This is our life.
No, why would you say it's a joke? And nobody in that. It's not a joke.
They've heard you curse. Don't let
Oh,
them see you
I didn't
curse.
curse. Did you read my lips? Spreaker, SPREAKER. You can download the app on your favorite YouTube sister's ass or what's that crapple thing? The Crapple store or
Apple
Google Play.
Podcasts.
Crapple.
All right,
Crap.
slow down. You're over the speed limit.
Crap cakes. Crap
Slow
cakes.
down.
So that's what I'm going to do this whole show. I'm going to talk really fast. I'm going to spit my thoughts out and I'm going to make things up as I go along. Okay. So you ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
And that's different from
Yesterday. So while Farachi's looking to put the show
do
in
some
order
stuff
because
going on
he's a hot
What?
mess.
yeah.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
He's like a hot mess in the pants.
he's
Let's
trying
go
to
ahead.
say something.
I'm sharing this to Twitter.
What do you think of the new GM while he's sharing to Twitter? He said Twitter,
Sharing
right?
it to Twitter. Hey, Twitter. Twitter. Come here,
I'm
Twitter.
going out to Twitter. Oh, we got a coffee.
Oh, wait.
We got some coffee here. It's
Forget
up on
about
Twitter.
it. What
If
are
you
doing?
believe, you must Twitter.
That's awesome. It's funny being in Florida. You can actually, you're in New York when you're with fellow New Yorkers, you hear it because you're dealing with the Floridians all day. So when he says Twitter, it sounds clear because at work everybody's saying Twitter.
Oh, the Twitter box.
Yeah, how's it going?
The
Come here,
Twitter-
you little twit.
The tweet machine.
So,
Okay.
yeah, getting to business. Put it in
Getting
your
back
books and the
to
books as
business.
well. Our new
Put in the
GM.
books.
What? How do you pronounce his name? Let's start with something not so
Brody.
serious.
Brody.
Van Wagging it.
Wagonin, right?
Wagging it.
Wagonin. Wagonin?
Brody, we're getting Metsbedez.
Yeah, well,
We're getting Metsbedez is his last name.
we already got Metsbedez though.
I'm
I was like,
all these Mets.
all right, so
What is
let's.
going on with you?
Okay, so since we're jumping a little bit, that's a good question, right?
Already have Metsbedez.
Would you
What
guys?
are we jumping to? We're still talking about
Well,
the
he said
GM.
I was talking about the GM, but he's saying who we're getting. So just jumping
Okay.
right to that. What do you think of Harper versus Machado?
That's who I was looking for up here.
Well,
Couldn't
I mean,
quite find him.
who would you rather have, right? So, just to kind of give a quick rundown, high level, and you guys can dive in a little further.
Machado.
We have Machado. He's got a little bit of an
Machado.
attitude.
A little bit.
I'm not Charlie Hustle. He's not going to be that Nimmo who runs down first base on a walk at full speed. He's not going to beat out a play because he's not Charlie Hustle, but the kid's pure talent and he's a threat in the lineup. Then you got Bryce Harper, the hair flipper. He's a parent. We don't really have a whole lot of evidence other than some leaked people talking crap. Apparent poison in the clubhouse, not a team player. There's some negatives to both of them, right? But when you look at Harper in that lineup, drop him fourth, the guy's going to get you a 400 on base average, 30 home runs, and bat 260.
It's an outfield of Conforto, Nemo, and hair flipper.
Yeah, well, honestly,
That would be
and
the outfield.
those two
Bruce
players.
goes to first.
I just tweeted the show
Don't
to
talk about
Sandy
first
Alderson.
base. To Sandy. So if you put all of that aside, shuffling players, just looking at those two players, because honestly, either one of them,
Machado's the better fit.
he's the better fit. But either one of those players, you're gonna adjust whatever the hell you got to adjust to make them play. That's
That's why I said Bruce
The-
goes to first.
there's nobody on this Mets team that is not, we're gonna tell him you need to move just to get one of these players. in
Bruce
there.
starts the year off at first. Peter Alonso comes up in May.
Hold on,
Him and Bruce share the position the whole year.
share this.
McNeil, Rosario, Machado.
So,
What's that other guy?
Mc-
Grandal?
well,
Yasmani.
because
Yasmani?
you have, and
Done.
you'll admit, right? You've been a little hard with Machado. Do you think he
I'm not.
is?
How could I be hard? He's showing himself, dude. He's a jerk, but he's talented.
Well,
That's
to me,
the
calling the
fan
guy
in
a
me.
jerk and pointing out his flaws, which is rightfully so. I'm not criticizing that, but it's being a little hard on him. But I get where you're coming from. You're just calling it like it is. But either way, you are calling it like it is, and there's a lot of things about him. Do you think that it outweighs his play, or his play outweighs all those negatives?
I don't think it will play well because he hasn't. This was his time in the big time. This was his. He was under the bright lights. He was in the World Series. He had the pressure. He had everything going on top of him. Okay, and in L.A. LA is cool, man. LA's a big city, but it's a lot cooler.
It is.
You think in New York with the way they're gonna treat him. They're gonna talk to him.
Chew him
The
up and spit
questions
him
they're
out.
gonna ask him. They're gonna flip him out.
He could bat 330 and 40 home runs, but then have a 10-game streak where he doesn't hit, and we'll boo him.
And then what happens? What happens then, Met fans? You're gonna boo this guy. That's crazy.
It will happen.
So can he handle that? If he can't handle that, he's got all this talent in the world, and it's useless to us.
I think he can. You
You
know,
have to be tough to be in New York. You
Wh-
got to be tough.
I know he's a
he
Floridian.
knows it.
But
You know it.
he's a Floridian, but what is his Spanish background? Dominican.
He's
Puerto Rican?
Dominican.
Okay, he'll fit in New York.
It's not that he won't fit in New York. As a Dominican, he's gonna fit right in real quick. He's gonna
Right, and he's going to have
time.
a lot of Dominicans at Shea City, and he's going to have a lot of people who are going to just cheer him no matter what. And that's great, but I'm just saying, like,
Do you want
maybe
a guy?
he won't experience that.
Do you want a guy that's gonna come to the mic and say, "I don't hustle"? If they say, "Why didn't you hustle for?" He goes, "I don't hustle. That's who I am.
No.
This is it." Do you? Well, that's the guy you're gonna get if you get
right,
Machado.
but
So you gotta take that with the talent.
I think everybody has a negative, right? So you can look at Nimmo. The guy hustles his butt off, but hey, you know, he's gonna make a bonehead play once in a while, and he's not gonna have the stats that Machado has. You know, his negatives are more performance. With Machado, his negatives are more attitude, not performance. Although you can say his average would be 10, 15
his
points
attitude
higher.
will affect his performance.
You think eventually down the line it would show up on the field?
Having a great attitude and being not a good performer, or having a shitty attitude and being a great performer.
So
Those are the choices you're getting right there.
let's look at Harper. How do you think he would handle New York? I think he'd handle New York fine.
I think Harper would do well in New York.
Yeah, because
I
I
don't
think
think he would have a
Harper.
problem.
I think he is the
Not a
type.
problem at all.
He'll tell you like it is. Screw off. Yeah,
Listen,
I'm
he's
sucking
a-
right now.
He's a good player. He seems like a stand-up kid. He really hasn't gotten in any trouble, has he? I mean, he just has a little bit of an attitude sometimes, and that's probably people looking for stuff. He's a competitor.
There's crap talk. You know, no names attached to it, no recorded people saying it. You know, sometimes, but where there's smoke, there's fire. That he is a
Yeah,
bit of a
it's
poison in the clubhouse.
Like, it's the same thing as Machado. Machado really sounds good, though, doesn't it? Machado.
I like, to me, I'm
It
not
does.
and I think I said this on our last podcast. I'm not a hair flipper fan, and I cannot stand them. I even just looking at pictures of him just angers me. But if we
Why?
sign him,
Why?
because he's not a Met, I gotta face him 20 something times a year, and he kicks our ass
Sometimes.
all the time. He kicks our ass.
Sometimes. The Met.
So, you know, and that's the
The
truth.
Grom-
I
they
don't
handle
have
him
anything personal. I don't know him personally. He seems like a good guy. He's got him and his pop have a good relationship, whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Seems like
but-
a good kid. He's a kid.
It seems that way, but he kills us. So I despise him. If we had to face Machado 20 something times a year, I would despise him too. But we haven't, so I love him.
We
I'm a
may
Met fan.
have to, man.
You know,
We may. What's
I
gonna
bleed the
happen
blue and
then?
orange. Well, that's the thing, right? So that's a whole
Because
other
our
topic. but-
pitchers are throw inside, and the way he acts,
Wah.
when it's gonna be a problem. The God of Thunder is gonna let him know. 60
So-
feet 6 inches away, brother.
But
That's it.
you think if you weigh out the negatives and the positives of both Hair Flipper and Machado, Machado is
it's a lot. It's dead even to me.
I-
But we need a third
I am
baseman,
happy
so
with
that
both.
that makes it a little bit a tinge better for Machado, because we need a third baseman. We need a third baseman more than we need an outfielder.
yeah, and for $30 million a year, you're playing third.
So
Shut
that would be my only thing. So Machado gets a slight lead.
Who do you think is the hotter commodity in the MLB come Friday? Right, I think Friday that's when everything starts, right? Because that's when all the extensions are gone and
I think Machado's gonna get. He's gonna get a lot of offers.
first, right?
Yeah, he's gonna get more offers than Harper.
Well, supposedly the Harper thing is done already. If
Well,
you
that's
listen-
that's what Boras
they're
says.
saying.
you listen to Boris.
Borax.
Borax, was he gonna stay with the Nats, or he's gonna go to Philly? He
Uh,
should go to Philly because he looks like a Philly guy. Looking at his stupid
Listen,
face.
if we get Machado and the flipper goes to Philadelphia, that's going to be some
Major war for the next few years.
superstardom. The Phillies are not. So the Mets get the difference.
better than the
difference,
Phillies.
The difference between the Phillies and the Mets last year, and we broke this down several times, was the bullpen. The bullpen was the issue. They hit a few more points above us. Don't match their pitching up with ours. Don't embarrass yourselves, Phillies. Just don't do it.
And by
Brian
the way,
Holmes sucks.
Brian Holmes
Oh,
sucks.
Brian Holmes sucks.
Brian Holmes sucks. So Brian Holmes
All
sucks.
the
And then
time.
also Brian Holmes sucks. And then I have to make sure we talk Brian Holmes sucks that the Mets, Brian Holmes sucks, actually have, a dire need in Brian Holmes sucks, the bullpen. But Brian Holmes sucks. I think getting these other two players, Brian Holmes sucks, like Machado or Harper, Brian Holmes sucks, is going to be a much bigger deal. So everybody, Brian Holmes sucks, is like, well, what about our bullpen, Brian Holmes sucks? That's our biggest weakness, Brian Holmes sucks. But getting Brian Holmes sucks, these other two players, either Harper or Machado, Brian Holmes sucks, is going to be harder. So you kind of have to Brian Holmes sucks, pursue those players, Brian Holmes sucks first. And then, because the bullpen, Brian Holmes sucks, is going to be a little easy to address, Brian Holmes sucks, because bullpens are usually, you're going to build from Brian Holmes sucks within and Brian Holmes sucks, and then you're going to be able to get one or two people in. And quite frankly, Brian Holmes sucks, we have some Brian Holmes sucks players in the bullpen, Brian Holmes sucks right now that Brian Holmes sucks can actually, Brian Holmes sucks, fill a role. We have Brian Holmes sucks Lugo. We also have Brian Holmes sucks Swarzak. I know how much you guys love him, but he's got to have a Brian Holmes sucks comeback year. Brian Holmes sucks. What do you think, Brian Holmes sucks?
Brian Holmes sucks.
Very
Listen,
nice. Good job. Good job. Good job.
We don't say this
Have
to
a
you
sip.
much, but that was a fantastic job.
Good job.
You did very well
Very
with that.
good.
Brian Holmes sucks.
You did quite well with that,
Yeah.
sir.
Very nice.
We,
Very
can-
nice.
we should clip that and then play it as a Brian Holmes sucks clip on
We
our
can do
Brian
that.
Holmes sucks page.
Yeah. Look at the ego on this one.
You know what? Brian Holmes sucks, and you can put that.
Oh,
in
wait
the
a
books.
second. Wait a second.
All right, here comes the
So
violence.
this is what's going to play for you later when you listen to Spreaker. People are cheering for you.
Is that not connected? Maybe.
It is connected. Yeah, it's connected. I mean, it's showing down there. That's the source. But it ain't working. It was working earlier.
Taint.
Taint
Working.
working.
Did you just cough?
Yeah, I did. I'm
They saw
not
it.
feeling well.
They see you.
Yeah. You might see
Listen.
me blow my nose later too, guys. So
Yep.
I'll show you the color. Yeah, the first person who chats, calls in, or writes to your
The
sister's
first
ass,
person that can identify the color get the free
I will-
movie ticket.
and I will send you my rag with dry snots in it.
What is he saying? Why is he saying these things?
Listen,
You started the path. I just finished it.
Ralph
Rolf,
Hey,
Ralphie
Ralphie
boy.
boy.
from
how would you like to?
Ralph from the
Ralph.
from Cinesportstalk.com first and foremost, and also from the Hoopla podcast, which you can find on the Cinesports Talk podcast network.
Our latest hit.
Our latest hit, it somehow snagged the number 100. Sorry, episode.
Let's not get
Take
crazy
it
now,
easy.
right?
Of Cinesports Talk in our glorious history. So he's actually saying this sounds fantastic.
Yo.
So
Thank you, sir.
if that's correct,
And I just want to say before you
big ups
finish,
to Spreaker.
Spreaker, hook it up.
Spreaker.
That before we continue, I just want to say that it was all of our episodes that built the mountain for you to step on 100. So you better call in and say thank you, Rob.
Wow.
Well, you can't call
Wow.
in right now because we're not taking any calls today, guys.
Thank you, guys. But you know what? It's because of us. That's what he says.
Double guns for you.
No, Ralph's a good guy.
What
You
is
know,
that?
Ralph went 14 and
Be
0
nice.
in the picks last week.
Wow. That's killer.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
that's pretty good. What, did I go 13-1 or was that just my pool at work?
I don't know.
Yeah, at work I went 13-1 and
Well,
lost.
that's good. And lost.
Kirk.
On-
Yeah, he.
No.
Yeah, like wow.
That's rigged.
No,
That's
he,
rigged. That's high level rigging.
Rigged. It's rigged.
Rigged, I tells you.
The best rigging in history.
it's huge.
Oh boy.
So what?
You better not. You better don't get crazy.
Oh, I just want to say, completely off topic, but I was coming in here and there was a ice cream truck, but like I used to call him Mr. Hardy. It's like the hard ice cream truck. It looks like kind of like those old school bread delivery trucks that somebody renovated, and it was playing music coming around the mountain, but it was the most creepiest freaking music. It sounded like something that it would play, coming out of a sewer with a balloon. It was just weird.
This
and then,
neighborhood is kind of creepy
Yeah,
with
it
all
was
the
weird.
trees,
The trees.
and everything.
do you,
and
do you
it's
know the
dark.
ice cream guy I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Isn't
I've
it
heard
creepy?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I next
Lives in
time
a
I
creepy neighborhood.
next time I hear it,
People-
I'll try to record it for all
Creeper
of you
the
guys out
creeper.
there. But anyway, let's
All
go,
right.
Mets. Brian Home sucks.
Let's go, Matt. Yeah, Brian Home does suck.
Do you know what happened to Brian Hom?
No, is he all right?
No.
Really? What happened?
I'm looking at the
No, I don't want him to get
now
hurt.
it's concerning.
Now
he's
concerned, 'cause
Hold on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna reserve my crap talking about you right now, Brian Home.
Listen, so we've got a
Because
softball
you
team.
suck anyway.
We got a softball team, right?
He get a little poop.
And
A little boo boo, yeah.
Brian
Real big
Brian
boo-boo.
has
Boo-boo.
amassed all these injuries over the years.
From
Things that
breathing,
have happened from
eating,
breathing, yeah.
farting. He gets hurt farting.
Waking up in the morning.
Johnny from Cobra Kai.
Yeah. And so he was in the outfield shagging fly balls. Fly ball comes comes his way.
For all you British people out there, that means catching fly balls that were hit off of a fungo bat.
Yeah, this week we're
Baseball
live in
bat.
London.
Look up fungo.
Hello, London. I know how much you love
Yeah.
when people do this.
Yeah, because if you tell somebody in London I was shagging fly balls, they're gonna be like, "What?"
Oh yeah, you were like,
Oh wait, well wait. If we're doing the show in London, we're presenters. We're not hosts.
Present.
Present this.
Present it.
presenters.
Present this.
Present.
All
it.
right, so back to Brian Home sucks. What I'm about to tell you doesn't make him suck any less. So don't don't feel bad.
Do not feel bad. He
No.
still sucks.
Yeah, he definitely still sucks. But so the issue with Brian Hom is he's not very, and he'll say this, he's not very flexible, agile, and whatnot. So he takes 2 steps in on the fly ball, down he goes. And we're like, what happened? So he's
Down
grabbing.
goes Frazier.
He's grabbing his calf muscle, right? He's grabbing his calf muscle. He's down in pain, and we're like, he cramped out because he doesn't stretch, he doesn't drink water, he has McDonald's before he goes to.
Okay,
practice.
Odell Beckham.
I don't like water.
I don't drink that stuff.
So
It's got no flavor.
What a moron. Jesus
So-
Christ.
then next thing I know, he's got the shoe and the sock off, and then we feel like maybe he rolled his ankle.
Oh no.
So a couple of guys went over there, checked on him, picked him up, carried him over. It's a co-ed team, so one of the ladies went over and felt the back of his ankle.
Oh.
Felt the back of his ankle, and his
Squeezed
Achilles
it.
was no longer there.
Oh crap! He snapped his
He
Achilles.
snapped his Achilles.
Wow.
He sent me a picture
That
late-
does suck, man.
later that night from the emergency room with all taped up.
He just did
And-
some santeria shit.
It's
Dude,
out.
I was shooting that crap out
What
of
are you doing, man?
bro.
Don't do that.
You know,
That
you know
grosses
that?
me out. You know, like Achilles injury.
Oh my
I can't
God.
even talking right now about
We have the
uh,
devil here.
even
You
talking.
the devil, Bobby Boucher.
In the name of their
What would
father.
Kramer have done there after he said?
Even talking about an Achilles
did he
injury,
just
it
do?
makes me overly conscious of my Achilles. Like I feel him. It is like the most scariest injury to me for some reason because the area is like so sensitive and like
Because
vulnerable.
the foot kind of dangles after that.
yeah, it's
Well,
well.
it's the Kobe
Also, I
injury.
seen the movie Pet Cemetery when I was a kid when Herman
He
Munster
the devil. He the
and
devil.
Gadget Kid.
Hostel too, right?
Yeah, like
Hot
that.
and-
It must have scarred me for life.
You ever see the movie Hostel?
I don't watch that.
Oh, you don't watch the
Nope, no reason.
scary movies?
No reason.
Well, yeah. So the one of the kids or one of the guys was towards the end, and the bad guy just came up and sliced both
Yeah,
of his Achilles.
it's gross, dude. I can't.
Send the priest over quick. The power of Christ compels you. I don't know. Is that what you're supposed to say?
I don't know.
Dude, don't be doing that
Well, I haven't-
Santeria shit. Don't do that Santeria
I don't
shit here.
practice Santeria. I ain't
look,
got
I
no
keep-
crystal
Did
You
ball.
see him do
Yeah,
that?
I saw it happen. Then I saw it happen a second time.
I was cleansing myself.
It was
of
worse.
I was cleansing myself.
Yeah,
of
but
the
you're
Achilles
throwing it
stuff.
all on us.
So-
You're like, you go.
So anyway, listen,
So is Brian Hom alive?
listen. Brian Hom is alive. It's going to take 8 to 10 months for
Yeah.
rehab. So as much as we do say Brian Hom sucks because he does,
He does.
we send along our best wishes to our buddy Brian.
Yeah, get better, bro.
Lots
Get
of
well.
love.
Get well. It's
Reach-
all.
Dumbass.
Mm. How does he snap his Achilles? He,
It was
Because he's a fat
All right,
bastard.
wait. I don't
I'm
know.
totally judging right now. So like he does no like physical activity at all.
He runs to McDonald's
Yeah,
and
Brian,
then he runs
bro.
back home.
When you think it's better, bro, start doing some exercise, strengthen your
Yeah,
muscles.
he's got to do rehab.
Well, now he's got to.
He has to do
Now he's
rehab.
got to watch what he eats because he's not. He won't.
He's
be
gonna
walking
turn into
anywhere.
a freaking blob in his bed.
Bro, do dips.
Surrounded
Do
by
dips in a
food.
wheelchair.
He dip, you
Chinese
dip, you
food,
dip.
Italian food.
Wow.
That was mean. Brian, get well, man. You're so stupid, Brian.
All right, so let's get back on track here. So I haven't participated in any Mets talk yet. I've been doing this. We've been talking about Brian.
Rodriguez and I got you guys. Don't worry.
And I'm going to talk about one more thing before we get back to Mets. How about that?
How about that?
So
Let's do that.
if I can get this to recognize me. Okay, so here is
I recognize you.
here is
And he respects you too.
a tiny little announcement.
Tiny?
Little bit,
Tiny?
little
All
bit.
right. Let us know.
So as of this episode,
This one right now.
The episode what number?
25,
Keith
Oh,
Miller.
that's my number.
Keith Miller.
25 is my number.
Steve Rodriguez. How
Steve
dare you?
Rodriguez. There's one other man who will remain nameless.
Me.
Also. Don't
Oh,
even think
yeah,
about
don't
it.
say his
Drop
name.
it. Drop it.
Sorry.
Millennial.
Ed Heap. Ed Heap? I don't know. It's a lot better. Anyway, go ahead. What's the announcement?
All right. So as of this episode, this very episode, put it in the books. Season número uno, episode 25. We
Yeah,
are not
whatever
only
that
going to
means.
be able to be heard on Cinesports Talk stuff, meaning
What?
all of our social media and the Cinesports Talk podcast network, where you can get it on Castbox and Apple Podcasts and all that good stuff, and on Spreaker. But we will
Say it
we will
loud.
also be able to be heard on the 27-ounce Baseball Radio Network.
Boom shakalaka.
Oh, look at that.
And
But
wait, there's more.
wait, there's more. Wow. Here comes the drums.
Beginning at some point tonight, you will be able to hear this very podcast
This one.
with this group of schmoes,
Us three.
Me and them.
iHeartRadio.
Boom.
Double
I
boom.
Double boom.
Heart.
Wow.
So I can like download the iHeartRadio app,
You
look up
can
Cinesports
do it.
Talk Podcast Network, and see.
Well, no, you'll on there. You're listening to the
27
27-ounce
ounce.
Baseball Radio Network.
Okay.
Uh,
So Cinesports Talk Network, Podcast Network, in conjunction with 27 Outs.
correct. So, if you guys
Shout
listen
out
to
to
our
Frank
show
Conti.
enough, Frank Conti was on the
Big
air
time, Frank.
June, July-ish, right around All-Star break time, and we had a nice long conversation with him, and he talked about
Pretty
You
much
know,
schooled us on the Mets minor league system.
everybody down to the Police Athletic League in 69th Precinct in Brooklyn.
Yep.
He
Pretty
knows
much.
it all the way down there
Skillman Park, where I used to play.
at
The man
Seaview
knew.
Park.
The man knew. The
He
man knows.
He knows it all. So, so some other things that entails is we'll be switching up our plan. Our plan was to do one episode a month through the off season. We're going back to weekly.
Woo!
Weekly
Every week.
episodic shows.
Episodic.
Episodic. So
Episonic.
so we'll be on every single week on all the places that I just talked to you about, and
including
in addition to that, we'll likely be having some guests on,
Mhm.
some possible prominent names.
Possible.
Maybe
Could
Brody.
be.
Maybe Brody.
Two.
Brody. Maybe you'd be our first guest, huh?
Oh.
Talk to us.
Wasn't he the Ronald Reagan mask?
We got a lot to talk to you about, Brody
He was the Ronald Reagan mask, right?
Van Schuster.
Hmm.
So
You ever seen Point Break?
yes,
That
Yeah.
wasn't that what's his name's character, Brody? And he wore the
Brody.
Ronald Reagan mask.
he also got hanged in
He got hung.
Afghanistan.
No, hunged.
All right.
How do you know he was hung?
I did it. I put an ED
Weirdo.
on it. As in he was. So I knew he was at one point somehow.
Hung.
Hung.
Good to
Brian Hom sucks.
Brian Holmes. Sucks.
So it'll be weekly. Possible guests coming on, not weekly possible guests, but we'll be weekly. We'll have a possibility of some guests going on. You might even hear some more coverage from us on Major League Baseball as it pertains to actually getting out to the stadium, that kind of stuff from spring training, off season, all that stuff. You see, I'm keeping my composure because I can see what you're doing on the camera right there. So, oh, Canada.
I love you, Canada, but no.
So all that stuff, very exciting, very excited stuff for all of us here. And so now is the best time. Can't be another better time than this, right? To talk about some of the other shows on the Cine Sports Talk podcast network.
We got the Cano Buddies.
Let's do it real quick. So we got the flagship of the station is the Cine Sports Talk Experience with myself and Scott Peterson. Not that Scott Peterson or that other Scott Peterson,
but one of them.
Our buddy Scott Peterson.
It could be that one or the other one.
It could be. It could
Either
be.
one.
Or that other guy.
Here's a moment. It was my
I think
first,
it might be that other guy. You're right.
my
might
first
have.
ever appearance on Cine Sports Talk podcast network was on that show.
To talk about Jose Reyes. I remember it.
Yes,
And it was Eric Young we talked about too.
we
actually.
sure did.
Yep.
So emotional.
Those were the days.
Love you, Steven Scott.
Okay, so next up, you already know us. But next up is the Nobodies. Claudio.
With a K.
Claudio or Claudio?
Claudio.
Claudio.
My
Does he
bad, my
does he
bad.
have a bun and a beard?
No, he doesn't have a bun. He has a
Okay.
beard. The beard's there. But
Bun's
Claudio, Nardo, her first name is Jessica. That's the last time I'll mention that on the episode. She does not like to be called Jessica. It's not a
Jessica.
thing you want to see.
Nardo don't want to be called Jessica.
Yes.
Jessica.
So Nardo,
Jessica doesn't want to be called Nardo?
Nardo doesn't want to be called Jessica.
Oh, Nardo doesn't want to be called Jessica.
What about just Jess?
mm-mm.
Jessica, she doesn't like Jessica.
Jessica?
Nardo is where
Jess?
we keep it.
Nardo is actually
Jesse?
Jessica, though.
Yes.
Oh,
Jesse?
No, that's no bueno.
she's gonna call in the next show and curse
Yes,
us
she
out.
All right. So and then you also have Jader on that.
Oh, the guy that never puts his picks in on time. Hey, Jader, put your
Yeah.
picks in on time, bro.
Thank you for somebody else being the voice of
Jader,
reason.
honestly, listen, I feel like you're cheating. I feel like you're waiting to see what everybody else is doing so you know how to make your picks. And it really disturbs me.
Okay. Jader, listen up.
Jader, I can really care less. It's Steve.
No, he cares.
I don't want to hear us complaining.
Shut up.
Wah, wah.
Shut up. Shut up. It's a beautiful banner that you're looking
Did
at.
Jader put his
It's a
picks in?
thing of beauty.
I was gonna put my picks in after the game.
That's fine. All right. So the Nobodies, they strictly talk movies. They sometimes
Great show.
get some giveaways. They'll get, they just did a 2-part series on Halloween. So obviously we're past that. It's
Actually,
November 1st,
Tim,
so
if
we're
you're
getting
listening-
towards the end of the.
I'm sorry, bro, but
Yeah,
Tim,
sure.
Tim, if
Go
you,
ahead, interrupt. I'm sorry, the middle of my sentence
my thing.
interrupted the
That's
start
my
of
thing.
yours.
I'm on Twitter. Tim, if you're listening, nobody's that like movie buffs. Like they're really good. You probably like that show.
Yeah, they're very good. They know their stuff. In
Should
and
I
out
cut
a
him
long
off
time
now
ago.
later?
They know their stuff. They know their she is near.
Oh my god. He had to say that.
She is near. All right, and so Ralph, who used to be a nobody, is now a somebody. I
Somebody,
guess.
is he really?
He's
got his own show.
He's got his own show with Kyle.
Wow.
Two
Promotion.
Two 21-year-old white guys talking about basketball.
Talking about hoops.
Talking hoops. So you can listen to them. Speaking of hoops, last week Steph Curry dropped 51 points in 3 quarters. The man's insane.
It's the new NBA.
It's a new NBA.
Three-pointers
fifth
all the way.
He's 5th all time in 3-point shooting, and he's done. It's done. He's gonna go down as the best 3-point shooter in the history of the game
Yeah, without a doubt.
until the next person comes along. And you know what's interesting? It's to his credit, he battled through some ankle injuries at the beginning of his career, and nobody thought it was going to be a bust, and now he's just ridiculous. I don't like when he's running down the court with the tooth thing hanging out. I don't like it.
You noticed the pen go when he said that, right?
I know.
I like
He's
it.
got a little bit
He
of
was,
anger.
he was
in him. He's
outletting his anger.
like,
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Why?
He runs down.
Why
He's got
don't
an
you like
attitude,
it?
He's a little douchebag sometimes.
That was like his version of me banging the table when I'm mad.
because I didn't want to hear the bang in the microphone.
I'm psychoanalyzing you right now.
Psycho.
I'm judging
He's
you.
the psycho
psycho.
analyzing you.
There you go.
That's terrible. That was
All right.
live on camera.
Yeah.
Wife.
It
Congratulations.
was live.
This
Guys,
is
you
how
guys
this
are
is how
married
it-
now.
You know, we've
In
done.
some cultures, you guys are man and wife right now.
we, that just shows you. I mean, we've done 24 episodes of this. We're very, very comfortable with each other.
Not
If
that
I could reach you,
No.
I do.
No.
You gonna give me a Me Too moment.
No.
No.
All right.
Me too.
Be Christmas. It's the best time
Oh,
of the year.
And November 1st is safe time to play Christmas music.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt.
It's not. It's November.
You know what's funny is
No,
that
I wasn't asking. I was telling you. That's
yeah,
okay.
my son.
Right after Thanksgiving, the day right after
There's no
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving music. I can't get into a Thanksgiving mood with no music. What am I gonna listen to?
You
what
can-
would you say?
You can gobble away like you can exchange all the
I
words
made up
for
those
Christmas.
songs. I don't know what they were. There's no such thing as turkey Thanksgiving music.
Exactly. So
No.
that's why I gotta listen to,
and
especially down here in South Florida, when it's potentially going to be 82 degrees on Christmas Day. You need that kind of build up to get you into the spirit.
I did judge
That's
you a
why
little
I'm
bit.
Did
kind
you
of
open
opposed.
up chat? People can
Yeah.
talk. Let us know if there's a turkey Thanksgiving kind of music or
Yeah.
something like that.
But-
Because we gotta try something. Come on,
I
Christmas already, bro.
I judged you at the front door because
judged
I didn't take
You're-
down my Halloween stuff.
no, that's okay. I still
Oh,
have some
okay.
Halloween stuff up, but Jack was deflated because that's really a crossover.
Yes, but he's got a sign that says every day is Halloween.
So what?
So should I rip off the sign and then he's just there?
No, just take a Sharpie and cross it out.
Oh, wait until Christmas really gets rolling around in about 2.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Get everything decorated up in here. It's like a ridiculous place in here.
Redonkulous.
Redonkulous. It's like, so anyway,
This could use a little Christmasing.
yeah, we're definitely going to get some
Yeah,
Christmas stuff up
definitely.
in here. Up in here.
Up in here.
Y'all going to make me lose my mind.
Oh, now you're getting into the singing mood too, huh? Okay.
Yo,
What,
you're
you
gonna
guys
make
can do it?
me-
I can't do it?
I'm gonna
No,
wear.
you can do it. I'm just telling you. You're setting them off real quick. If you want
Yeah, I
to
know.
talk,
I have a Santa suit. I'm gonna wear it next.
I have a Santa suit also.
We should wear it. Oh yeah, we'd have to.
so excited.
We'd have to
You
get
got a
dressed
Santa
in here.
suit.
have to whisper. Oh, why? Because my son is out there and we don't want to destroy that stuff.
You better not be listening to this.
I'm really Santa's helper. And then I dress like him because Santa can't be everywhere. He's busy making toys. So he calls me up to help him out. That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
You're really weird, dude.
My grandson asked me. My grandson stared at me hard one year when I was, and just kept staring, and then he goes, "Papa." And I was like, "Son of a gun!" And he was really young. Like he just.
Wait, while you were dressed
Mm.
and you were putting out the present?
No, I was like, just as Santa. I wasn't. Yeah, yeah. Because what I do when I go home, it's like a thing.
I know. I was gonna say.
I walk the dog as Santa. I go shopping as Santa. Singing Christmas music.
6'2"
You got
Santa
the
walking
bell?
down the street.
I do.
You got to ring the bell.
I do have the bell, and then I hold out a cup, and whoever doesn't put change in, I punch them in the face and rob them. So they have a choice: like, give me the spare change or get robbed.
Merry
Um,
Christmas, huh?
The disclaimer:
you
this is all a
filthy
joke.
animal.
I don't really do it for everybody who's reported in Coral Springs. Santa punching him in the face.
He
and
never
robbing him.
did it. It wasn't
It was
him.
for Rachi.
All right. So now we can finally get to
Like,
What?
and then
Hoopla. No, we forget about the We Stomped You Out podcast, which will be a rain shortened show after this show. It's not
yeah.
raining,
Well,
but so
I mean, I can give everybody a quick tease of that show. We
Ooh.
suck.
we do.
And
suck.
what do we do now that we suck?
But Tim,
Wah,
who
wah.
can't call in today because we can't take callers today.
What's the
Um,
number? Let me try to call. See what
I don't
happens. Oh.
That's why we can't take callers. You feel me?
Okay.
Now?
We'll get all of the kinks worked out by next week.
We'll get it sorted
I
out.
can 63% guarantee
It's all part
that.
of the move. It's expected
Yeah.
when you move from one place to another. You
Yeah, you
know,
gotta
a
get-
certain percentage is not gonna.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
gonna go.
But
you
we
can get
sound
that
good.
fixed. We do sound.
And Brian
good.
Hum sucks.
Do we? Does he?
Yes.
Always.
He does that sometimes too. There's a lot of things, we'll cue. These things happen when Keith gets going. But yep. By the way, does Keith sound any more sexy today? He's got a sinus thing going on.
Oh yeah. Come and clear my yellow boogers, baby. That thick mucus in that paper towel when I blow it out. Yeah,
That's pretty gross.
I actually prepared for the show.
Okay.
For all of you, and you too. I went ahead and
Run away.
No.
You run away.
Yeah, stop watching.
no, don't run.
You 5 people that are watching right now.
I
On
did
YouTube?
a sinus
We do
rinse.
appreciate you.
Yeah, we
I did
definitely
a sinus rinse. I did a cough drop, and then I left them at home because I probably could use one right now. And I did a sinus pill, and I took ibuprofen. So I thoroughly drugged myself up and shot water through my nose for
Wash
all
it
of
down
you.
with apple juice.
For all of you, you better appreciate it.
Well, now that you told him your whole sinus deal today, what else happened?
Anything else going on in your life?
Anything else? Did you change your underwear today?
Somebody sent me something.
Why,
If you don't know,
you're supposed to do that.
If you don't
Guys,
know,
time out because somebody sent me something.
What?
Nobody hears us.
And by somebody, it's my mom.
oh,
She said, "Stop."
Barachi's mom.
She told Rodriguez, "Stop talking about my underwear." Oh wait, what is this?
Grateful for each hand we hold, gathered round this table.
Should we hold hands, guys?
From far
This is Thanksgiving music.
This is Thanksgiving
You
music.
guys are gonna refuse me? It
And-
said hold hands.
No,
You guys are
please,
refusing
Stop
me.
it,
Please
weirdo.
please move your hand. Yes,
I'm gonna stay
that's
here the whole
that's,
show.
That's Thanksgiving song.
Are you not
want me
man
to-
enough to hold my hand?
Okay.
Do I get to go ahead now?
Okay.
You guys are not man
That was-
enough to hold my hand.
Will you stop trying to touch
No.
us?
No.
There he is.
Wait, hold on.
Stop. Don't do that Santeria stuff. That's so terrible. Look, I got to cover my cup. I don't want no Santeria in my cup.
Wow.
Brujo. Brujo. Rachi.
What do you want me to do? No, this guy's here. He does his thing.
Got voodoo going on today.
You guys would be like,
Oh, okay.
Little Mariah action.
Let her sing.
I'm better. We can play this
Mariah.
game.
My favorite Christmas song.
She
of
was
all
on The
time.
Voice
Today.
as a coach.
Oh.
Yes, probably today too.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that for a long time.
She looked great.
She was on The Voice.
She looked like she knew what she was talking about. Like her eyes were clear; they weren't glazed over as they usually are. You know.
my Colombian wife only watches that when Shakira's one of the hosts.
Oh, she protested otherwise.
We're rocking around the
Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. I got the lyrics in front of me. I'm cheating. Mistletoe.
And he's
See?
still off.
Yeah, what happened?
No, I wasn't.
Let's keep sing.
Because I can't see this close.
Miss Tree.
Oh my god! I got the lyrics, but I can't see them.
Can't see him.
I can't see the lyrics.
Got my glasses.
Does it sound like she says effing pie?
Hey, your glasses are right here.
There you go. Yeah.
Pumpkin pie or effing pie?
Grandpa. Your glasses are right here.
Listen. Caroling.
What do we? What happened?
Does it sound like she says effing pie? You guys aren't paying attention.
So anyway, I think we got the pass now from Rodriguez to start listening to some Christmas music based on the Thanksgiving song that he heard.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
That
That's
cinched
it.
it. That was.
Thanks,
that was
Mom.
Done.
Thanks for helping us bring him on to this side. Ah.
Frosty the Snowman.
Mets. Let's talk some Mets.
Really? Okay.
So Brody, our
Bandwagon it?
boy Brody, is the unconventional new general manager of the New York Metropolitans, and so he's a former agent. If you don't already know, he represents
Top
some
5
big guys
agent.
on
big agent.
He had his own agency. I can't remember CAA,
CAA, right?
CAA. He is he was the representative for Jacob deGrom, Todd Frazier,
God of Thunder.
God of Thunder,
Mets Perez.
Thor Cespedes, Mets Perez. So clearly he's got to give those guys up, and the Major League Baseball is keeping a watchful eye on that. Make sure everything's good.
Above
and
board.
copacetic.
Make sure it's above board.
Yeah, and just making sure that all the transitions are handled correctly. So, but during the week, we're nonstop Mets talk, Giants talk. We do not stop talking sports with each other. So it doesn't matter if we're 24/7 our lives. We could do a 24/7 podcast because I'm
Probably.
sure we talk about it in our sleep.
Think about it.
At the very least, we toss and turn about it in our sleep.
Sometimes to help me sleep, I imagine the potential lineups
Yeah.
with trades and signings.
Yeah, you just do it. There is, and this is pretty pathetic, so don't judge me. There is.
You're going to be judged.
Yeah, I'm going to be judged. There's a YouTube channel
Judgy face.
where there's a guy
Judgy face.
who does a rebuild of all these baseball teams. So he does the rebuild, and what he does on MLB The Show, the game that we love, MLB The Show, he goes in there and he simulates everything, but he handles the rebuild. So he'll trade off this guy and bring in another guy, and he'll see how many seasons it'll take for them to win the World Series. So he started the rebuild, and he doesn't know all of his stuff, which was what made me kind of want to watch more. Usually these things are like 15 minutes. This was an hour long, and I just sat there watching it. I watched the whole damn hour of it.
Of what?
Of this guy on YouTube showing,
On the show.
on MLB The Show, rebuilding the Mets. So it's building the Mets into contenders and whatnot.
So he takes a team that we have right now.
And he starts trading pieces and
So
signing.
using the
okay.
show, he played GM.
Yes. So it took him 3 seasons.
You can do that, yeah.
Yeah. So it took him 3 seasons. I've seen some of them take like 6 and 7 seasons, but it's only a 15-minute clip. This guy, and I watched it because I'm a stupid Met fan, and I wanted to see what his vision was. Maybe he could be the GM.
And it took him 3 seasons.
It took him 3 seasons to win a World Series. Got to the playoffs in the second season.
Who was on the team from this team? Was there anyone there?
Yeah, Conforto. So this is the things that was happening, because when you simulate seasons, things don't really translate the way. Well, I hope they don't translate this way. But Ahmed Rosario, he was watching, his rating go up, and so in MLB The Show, every player, just like Madden and NBA, every player has a rating. So it was like 71, then moving up, and there is regression or moving forward and all that stuff. And so he basically batted like 210 every year. It annoyed me. You know why? Because I sat there thinking this guy is gonna get out, 210 every year, and I'm thinking, it's baked in
It's
my mind.
real.
I'm gonna trade the man now. But no, like Conforto, he had
It's a video game.
Cespedes. He had Cespedes on there. He eventually traded Cespedes. His first order of business was to trade Bruce and Frazier, kind of like what we talk about.
Exactly what we talk about all the time.
Yeah,
every day.
The way that he hasn't studied up, and that's fine. He got thousands of views on it, so you don't have to study and know how to say each person's name. But Gazelman, he said, I'm not even going to try. He kept on pronouncing the name. He said, I'm done pronouncing it. I'm going to call him Robert. And so Gazelman was and what he did was he built a lot of stuff from you. So he would trade Frazier and Bruce and all that stuff, and he'd get back minor league players and
Right.
go
Boost them
through
up.
the ranks. So that was probably really boring to listen to, but I
Probably,
sat through an hour of it, and so the
Isn't
bottom,
that what you millennials do?
That's
Just
what,
watch TV
whoa,
like that forever. Look. And,
What do you
you're
want
gonna-
to say? Here we go,
Say it.
Keith. What do you want to say?
I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to say, I want to know what happened. So who did he trade? Who did he keep?
I don't remember all that stuff. It was an hour long.
So
Well,
you
this
just,
felt like 2 hours
No,
long.
but
At least
he
you
won a
could've
world.
told
He
us
won a
some-
World Series with Conforto,
All right.
not with Cespedes. He had traded Cespedes.
The Grominator?
DeGrom was there. Oh, the pitching he left,
Oh, okay.
except for Wheeler.
I
He
have
traded-
a
Oh,
Trade Wheeler.
see,
I have
wouldn't
one
trade-
question.
I wouldn't
I wouldn't trade
Wheeler.
Wheeler either.
Well,
to me,
you
he's
know
the
why?
number 2
Because
pitcher.
so another thing, it's not fully updated based on what happened this year. So it has
Oh.
Wheeler pre this year. So Wheeler went like 5-13 in the first season, and he was like, "All right, I'm done." So he regressed.
That's a shame.
So
That's a shame.
But next year, when the show comes back out, Wheeler's ratings going to be elevated.
It'll be a
Or
different
else
story.
We're calling the show and saying, "What's going on?"
So, first of all, I'm mad.
So wait, I wasn't done. So Brody, I went on off of this tangent, but I was talking about Brody.
Yeah, because you just talked about a whole lot of nothing. You didn't even have
Yeah.
details.
Exactly. I had some details. They won the World Series 3 years.
That's the important detail, but I
Treat
want to
him.
know how.
Treat him
I would take that right now.
right now. Promise me a World
No,
Series in 3 years. I'm in. A little bit of heartache over the next year and a half or so.
I'm
It's
good.
okay.
As long as it's promised.
It's been 30 years. All right. So Brody,
Fudge.
what type of a GM do you think he's going to be? An agent. He's top 5 agent. He's a flashy guy. Clearly, is he going to go after? Forget Bryce Harper. Is he going after Machado? And is he gonna do it and get the job done and make the fan base happy?
Mm.
Does that make the fan base happy? Landing Machado.
The fan base will go nuts.
Who cares about the little antics? Get him on the field.
Well, there you go. That's the fan base. Exactly. They're all like that. Who cares about that? But bring him in. The fan base will go nuts.
Nobody cares. Bring me a
Nobody-
World Series.
I kind of want to see the hair
He would
flipper.
help.
I'm going to be honest.
He would help.
I'm
Oh
starting
my God. What did you just say?
starting to feel like I kind of want to see the hair flipper.
All he talks is how much he hates the guy every single day. Hours. He's walking away because this is insane.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Have you lost your mind?
the show has to go on. We will talk about Bryce
You
Harper.
want? He
I
wants
think
Bryce Harper
I'm
now.
gonna walk around the room.
Are you gonna start saying?
Oh, he's back.
You're gonna
Damn
interview
it.
people? What are you
No.
doing? Taking requests?
No, I was gonna the room with a little
What
energy.
did you just say?
Kinda
You want the
Bryce
hair
Harper.
flipper?
I do. I don't think
You
we're.
talk about how much
Well,
you hate him
Keith,
every
I don't think we're
day.
getting Machado.
Keith,
That's
the
why.
Stugotz is strong in you.
I don't think. Actually, Stu Gotts
Dude,
today was
I
funny.
think it's over.
Stu Gotts today reminded me of our show because they. No, it was Lebitard. Had said. He tried to play a sound effect and it wasn't firing. So somebody else just chimed in and mouthed the sound effect. I think it was Lebitard.
No, it wasn't
I think it
Levitard.
was
It was
Stu
one of the
Gotts.
Spanish guys. It was one of the,
Oh, you heard that
I
part?
heard that
Yeah.
part. Exactly. I know
Yeah.
exactly what he's talking about.
And it was like it's lagging, and I was like,
do you
that
listen
sounds just
live
like
or-
our
I
show.
reminded it.
Do you
of us.
listen live or
Yeah,
after?
it was live. It was
Okay.
around. It was around
I
lunchtime.
heard it at like 3:30.
Or maybe it was 3:30. Yeah.
Oh, but don't they only do it until 12?
No, I don't know. I know it was today. It was. Then it was
You
probably
just said
around
a whole
lunchtime.
bunch of stuff without any details.
No, I did not.
Yeah.
He's the one that threw it off with the timing. I said I don't know, around 12:30, and he said
Was he watching it in Central European time?
I said I don't know, 12:30. He definitively said 3:30. So since he was so sure of himself, I believed in my
I am
friend.
because I was outside getting gas
So
and
there
I
you
heard
go.
it.
So put
But it
that
could
in
have
your
been from
hat
this
and
morning.
sit on it.
What?
Smoke it.
And pipe it.
Yeah, something like that, right? We're trying to get it going.
So
Put that in your
I don't
pipe
think
and
we're
smoke
getting
it.
Machado. Okay, if you put them both in front, said
I never started saying.
You see my leg?
What are you nervous?
I'm getting upset.
if you put
let,
if you
let
put
him talk. Then
Steve's getting
let him
upset.
talk.
oh, he's getting upset. Bryce Harper is so amazing. He would look so good in a Met uniform. I love Bryce Harper. And that hair flip, imagine him coming around third base. It would be so great. He's
What?
getting mad.
What are you
I'm just
doing?
pissing him off. If you put two contracts and said you can have either or, of course I want Machado. I just don't think we're getting Machado. I think we have a better shot at Harper. That's just my
Isn't
feeling.
he supposed to be the optimist?
That is an optimist. You wouldn't take Harper on the team over. I mean, anybody else? Like, let's say, okay, Machado's off the table. You wouldn't take Harper. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Machado's coming to us. I think he's going to stay in LA. I just have this feeling he's going to stay in LA.
Well, the Dodgers, I read a report saying that the Dodgers have no intention on talking.
Well, that's different. Okay, I didn't see that. Yeah, because it's always the case that player who was traded and then he's in his contract year, the team he's traded to a lot of times has the best shot at re-signing him. especially if they went into the World Series. So that's where I was taking that from. I don't think we're going to get him. I thought he was going to go there. But if they're saying that LA is out of it, they don't even want him on the team, that's a different story.
We'll see.
That kind of changes my perspective.
There's some other holes on the team too, besides the third base hole. We got to get some relief pitchers, and there's some good relief pitchers out there. Familia's still out there. I personally
Bring
don't
him
want
back.
him back so much.
Bring him back.
I know he loves the Mets.
He doesn't
if
have
I
to
could bring him,
close.
if I could bring him back as a right as the guy, as not the closer, I would bring him back for sure. Okay,
Back,
If you have three
I
holes,
like it with Boston, but he's not gonna leave Boston.
if you have
He
three
just won a
holes on your
championship.
team, and one of those holes you have the potential to fill with the best player, or arguably the best player for that position in the whole league, you kind of have to attack that first. Because really, truthfully, our biggest hole is the bullpen. That's our biggest hole. That's where our biggest mess is.
Okay,
But
well,
if
that's another hole. I'm just saying there's other
But if you
holes
get
on
a
the
player
team.
of Machado's caliber,
if you can't get Machado, you got to still fill the team up. You got
of
you gotta-
course.
Josh Donaldson is a free agent,
Mm.
and he's been hurt, but he's a
Yeah,
heck of a talent.
but
He's
his
much
injury scares me
better
away.
than Frazier.
Yes,
Down
I-
goes Frazier. He is,
I would
but
absolutely
Much
take-
better than
take
Frazier.
him.
but his
Playing
health
every day?
worries me.
Of course.
Yeah.
So
Now Frazier's health
Well,
worries me
well-
because everybody's health though is always going to be
Yeah.
worrisome for us.
yeah, for the Mets,
For the Mets,
Always-
for the
always
Mets, just the Mets.
But Donaldson's not going to get a big, massive contract because
No.
of the injuries.
he may even
Right.
just get a 1 year.
Why? If it's a 1 year, why not?
Um,
If it's a 1 year and for some reason you don't get Machado,
So-
Yeah, but what are you going to do with Frazier? You got to get rid of Frazier first. If you bring
Yeah.
Donaldson in, you have to get rid of
and
Frazier.
which is not going to happen. We're not going.
He's got a nice friendly contract. He's a team player. He doesn't give you any trouble. I mean, you got 1 year left.
Put him at
on
first base.
He's a third baseman. Why would you put him at first base?
because he loves putting
Everybody
guys
at first base.
I think next year we should have, through the course of the year, 162 first basemen, a different one every game of the
Eddie
year.
Murray,
Bring him back. Move on. Let's do it.
Delgado,
Boom.
Delgado,
beast.
Olerud.
Duda,
Let's do it.
Duda.
Ike.
Davis,
Ike.
Ike.
John Olerud.
Let's just. I said
John.
Olerud. Let's
He
just
should
say
Olerud.
Mania, who is still with the
Danny
Mets,
Heap.
drafted Ike. We
We
could put Danny Heap there. We could put Todd
Manana.
Hundley. Bring him
Dave
back.
Kingman.
Mana. Dave Kingman.
Dave Kingman.
Rico Bronya,
Oh,
Rico, the filthy bro.
Mike Cubbage.
Mike Cubbage, also third
Ed
baseman.
Kranepool. How can you forget?
Eddie.
Don't forget, also,
Good health, Mr.
Lee
Kranepool.
Mazzilli played first base.
Yeah,
a little bit
hello.
on the Mets.
The Maz.
Keith
The
Hernandez.
Maz. Oh,
What
Well,
happened there?
that's-
well,
yeah.
that's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
It kind of goes without saying.
Yeah.
He is the first baseman, the only one.
Yeah,
The
Mr.
only
Hernandez. The Magic Loogie.
but I would even put Bartolo at first base over some people.
Now that is one Magic Loogie. Who? Bartolo.
Yeah, Bartolo.
Where Bartolo come in?
I don't know. He could be backflipping over the head, hitting home runs.
I was
Making
at
the
that back.
impossible
I was
happen.
at the behind the back flip.
That was amazing.
Really?
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We at the moon landing too.
So
No, I get a buddy that works for the Marlins. I get tickets, and so we were like in row 18ish, and these people come up past us and said, "Hey, we're getting out of here. We're going to Cleveland. There, you want our tickets?" And I looked down. It was first row.
I know you're
Sure.
lying from the first sentence. When
Ask
you
my
said
wife.
I have a buddy.
Thought
First sentence, I knew you're a liar.
you're
Thought I-
throwing a
thought I-
no hitter.
I had two buddies here.
Shut up.
Who was the kid throwing a no hitter when we were at the game?
You just his ass.
Some Spanish kid.
Hey, Spanish kid, you're throwing a no hitter. Why's he gotta be Spanish?
Because he was
He
a
was.
Spanish kid.
Oh, okay.
Did OJ do it?
OJ, do what?
Simpson.
That thing
What did he do?
to the thing to the
The
girl
alleged
with the white,
the
with the thing.
alleged killing
He ran for 1,000 yards. I know that.
He did.
several times.
Several times.
He did. He also
As a
had
Bill.
he also had a touchdown in 16 straight games.
He also ran through an airport frantically
Several times.
several times.
He also drove down a highway.
in a white Bronco.
Frantically. Several times.
Interrupting
What else did he also do? Steve?
interrupting the NBA Finals.
What else did he also do?
He allegedly
Allegedly
did
did something,
If the
but he also tried
don't
on a
fit,
glove and it didn't fit,
You must quit.
so he must have quit.
Boom.
That was so stupid. Did he do it?
Do what?
Kill his wife, ex-wife,
I don't
and
know. I
her
wasn't
lover.
there. Were you
New
there?
listeners, we've been trying to get Keith to answer this question for 6 weeks now.
I wasn't there. Were you there?
Uh,
Wait, you're trying to get Keith to answer, but you haven't answered. If you two give an answer, I'll give an answer.
we did give an answer.
We've said it every single
What are
time
you
we
talking
talked
about?
Oh, you
it.
have? I guess
Every
I
single
forgot.
time.
He forgot. Listen,
He did it.
Tim, Tim, that usually calls into this
Tim.
show for a
Timmy.
couple minutes, maybe, and then calls into the Giant show. He just commented saying, "Since I can't call in, I'll just say congrats on your new GM and F the Red Sox." He's a Yankee fan. F the Red Sox and their broken trophy. All they've done is awaken the sleeping giant. By the way, congratulations, Boston Red Sox,
Congratulations.
on winning the World Series.
I do have to say that you got to be careful.
Certainly wasn't 1986.
You got
Yeah, it wasn't then.
You remember in 2000?
Whoop your ass.
Was it 2011 where Ryan and the Jets covered the Mets? Excuse me, the Giants. They have like these, I guess, banners or sign championships, and they covered them all up because they both
Yes.
share the states.
Yeah.
And all that did was piss the Giants off, and the Giants just went off and won the Super Bowl after that. I'm not saying that's the whole catalyst as to why they won the Super Bowl, but it was something that put emotion into the team. And Cora kind of did that.
Well,
Even though he maybe not have pointed directly at the Yankees, you got to kind of be careful because he mentioned Yankees, and then right after that, he mentioned suck it. And, the Yankees and Red Sox have a very heated rivalry. If you
So
add
Cora
emotion
saying
to it,
that is going to make the Yankees win another World
Oh,
Championship?
no, I'm not saying that. All it's going to do is it's just going to make things harder.
well, didn't Aaron Judge do that first?
He did. Right. Okay. So he kind of did in the opposite end. Aaron Judge, made the Red Sox a little upset, and they
Yeah.
played.
So Tim should be mad at Judge.
'Cause
Well,
that's where it stemmed from.
yeah.
That's where it started.
But anyway, it's really, and we all hate the
Skankies.
Yankees here, Skankies. But
Yankees.
can you really until we see what unfolds in the offseason, because they have holes. 100-win team, they have holes to address.
A couple. They could fill one real easily with Machado.
Yeah, well, it's not even the offense. It's their starting pitching.
Yeah.
Because the Yankee team in 2018, if you didn't know by now, pitching wins championships.
Including
The Yankees
bullpen.
had no pitching,
No.
starting pitching. Their bullpen, another story.
Well, they gave one of their starters over to the Red Sox, and what did he do?
Yep.
Destroyed everybody. He's gonna make a killing now.
Mm.
Nathan Eovaldi,
Eovaldi.
100 and something mile an hour fastball,
Oh, yeah.
nasty curve, big bruiser, scary dude. That's a guy I would like in my bullpen.
Yeah.
Or alternating with Vargas.
Vargas.
See,
But-
Rob, I'm going to
but you
contact
can't-
ESPN and see if Rob Dibble wants to come out of retirement.
What's this thing you got with Rob Dibble the last 2 days? Where did he come from?
I like the Nasty Boys. I thought they were really
Knobs and Sags.
that was
Right?
that
Jimmy
was-
Hart.
that trio was nasty.
Skinny little bastard.
It was a nasty trio. Cincinnati had with Myers, Dibble, and
David
Charlton.
Johnson, right? David Johnson did that.
I
didn't
think
he?
so. Yeah. So
David
Yeah.
Johnson.
kind of what
It's a championship.
makes me, makes my thoughts go there. I'd like to have something like that on the team next year. It would really solidify us if we had a less than 11 ERA for
Well, we got
DeGrom starts
we got Magic Loogie, Gazelman, and we just need one more.
and a collective 11 ERA for all of DeGrom starts or his losses.
What about
for-
Mejia? Mejia's coming back.
Yeah.
He is. I heard he's got an extra
Mejia.
curl activator this year too.
Extra what?
Curl activator.
So you got Mejia coming back. You got, maybe we can bring back Familia.
La Familia.
You got
That's Spanish for
Gazelman.
Wheat Beach.
Gazelman.
You got Lugo.
Lugo.
it's a solid start. But
Swarzak.
You got a couple of young guys,
Swarzak.
Swarzak, and a couple of young guys.
I
That
don't. I hate Swarzak. His wind up, how it deliver. I just.
He's effective though. When he's healthy, he's really
Yeah.
effective.
it took him a while to get going with that side issue that he had, oblique.
He actually did okay.
Oblique takes forever,
towards the end of the year,
especially
last
for
year.
a pitcher. And it was on.
All your power's coming from your stomach, man.
Yep.
You're twerking. I mean,
Did you say he's twerking?
he's twerking. He's twerking.
He's
he's not twerking in the sense that you want to see him twerk, but he's got to twerk, dude.
Mm.
Little twerk.
Yeah.
Rocking around
The Christmas tree
It's
has
a happy holiday.
I'm not singing that. I'm not gonna sing.
We will conquer you. Make
What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear that song?
Shut up.
Is it Die Hard?
There's a few of them that you can go to. Mine is Home Alone when he's doing the party.
Oh yeah,
And he's pulling
I love
the
Home
That's
Alone.
pretty
chain going
funny.
around, yeah.
Home Alone
pretty
movies.
funny.
I can watch them several times.
The first one I can watch. a
First,
lot.
which one do you like better, first or second?
First, but I did like the second. New York one was good too.
I like the second better.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because Donald Trump was in it.
Trumper.
Mm. They were both good. I liked them both. The second one was good, but the first one was it was original.
The first one was original. It was a surprise. Everything that they did was news. You're like, whoa.
I remember that movie was in the theater for like
The theater.
the theater for almost like 7 or 8 months. Like it just ran and ran and ran.
I feel like you're lying to me now.
Nope. It broke.
Nope. That's quick and concise right there.
Nope.
Nope.
Not lying. Nope.
Man, is it Christmas movie watching time now too? Is that
It's
acceptable?
not Christmas till Hans
Oh my god.
falls from Nakatomi
It's not a
Tower.
Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie, and don't tell me what Bruce Willis
Bruce Willis.
says.
Bruce
Said
Willis
it's
said
not.
it's not a
Bruce
Christmas
Willis
movie.
is senile.
It's his movie.
Senile.
Now listen, I agree.
Hans Gruber
I agree.
falls.
It
Christmas
is a
starts, and he
Christmas
fell.
movie.
He fell at midnight last night. Hans Gruber did.
That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
All right. Whatever. I'm
Alright.
good with it.
He's got a point.
You could look it up on Twitter.
Twitter.
And it's just his
Look it
ass.
up
Turn
on
his sister's
Twitter.
ass. Pony Express.
But we should get a clip on that.
We should.
We should. Because we sound like fools just saying it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Little bit. So we really just screwed around the show a whole lot, but it was
good.
It was a lot of fun.
No, but we still got plenty of time to go.
Yeah.
Brody
What time is it?
Van Wagen it.
Remember, we started a little bit late.
Brody. So let's talk a little Brian Humsucks about the GM
Can't
Brian
do it again.
Humsucks. Do you think that Brian Humsucks we're gonna
Not again. Not again.
So do you think that Brody, while Brody Brian Humsucks is taking over the front office, do you think that they're gonna cut him off, Brian Humsucks, at the pass a whole lot? Brian Humsucks, like, oh, he's the new guy, the young guy, Brian Humsucks.
They
And
can't cut him off at the pass.
so you think Brian Humsucks put him over Rico? Well, actually, Mania accepted, but I don't
He's
think
the
Rico.
president. He's the top dog.
Okay.
Roof.
Underneath the Wapong,
Big dog.
the Wapongs.
So the
Minaya is his dog.
So
the
okay,
Wilpons are happy.
They seem to be very happy.
they seem
They
to be
love
very
this
happy.
kid.
So now the next question is: do you think that he's going to be in at US as before? I don't think we addressed it. Do you think he's going to be aggressive, or do you think
He's an agent. 100. I believe he's 100% going to be
Definitely
aggressive with
aggressive.
everyone. He's gonna be well informed. He's gonna know everything about the player. Everything that he did as an agent translates fairly well to being a GM.
it does? It does.
You know?
Yeah, I can agree with that, and that's why everybody's saying, "Well, it's not the same." I think it's the same, and
The skills translate the same. He may have to apply the skills a little differently at times
Mhm.
and not be so aggressive and
Well-
then not be abrasive, but be aggressive. Two different things, But I think it's it's a bold thing to do, man. Everybody's always complaining
Yeah.
how the Met owners are terrible. They're trying something bold. If this guy can make it work, if he can use his knowledge as an agent in the front office,
groundbreaking.
and it's groundbreaking. It sets a new trend.
Yeah, like the baseball guys that cover for the 4-letter network and all that stuff.
What was that?
The Full Letter Network.
Okay.
So
I said that. I said it before.
METS.
they've come down pretty hard on the Mets, saying this is ridiculous, kind of that kind of stuff. So yes, the Mets have
What the hell does Mickey Mouse know about sports anyway?
right.
Stick to your theme parks, dude. You're really good at it.
The Mets have gone, off rail here a little bit, and conventional stuff.
They have 2 general managers underneath this
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be the best guy right now. He has to manage a project. He's a project manager, basically.
Yes.
Manage his general manager underneath. Omar Minaya knows exactly what to do, where to go. So does this guy Gianrico.
Yep.
Say, this is how we're gonna do it. You guys make it happen, and that's it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. All right, so we have a feeling that we got a good guy here.
I think so.
I'm looking forward to this to see what can happen. Can he do with these winter meetings? Because he's going to be there. He's going to
Yeah.
be
It's coming
spoken
up
to a
soon.
lot.
Coming up soon.
I think next week is actually some of the first meetings, and then the big winter meeting is going to be early December, whatever it is. But like I said, and for me personally, I think it's important to just kind of be a little reserved on any negative criticism until spring training starts and we see who's on the
It's too
field
far.
and who's in the dugout. It's far,
I
but
need some stuff going on
I do too. But truthfully, we don't know.
because both of us. You know me, right? You know you.
Yes, I know myself.
We're gonna
and
get
I know
very
you.
frustrated with some of the time that things start taking.
If we're not
They're
making
going to
a
start
move,
flipping out and turning into maniacs.
if we come into Monday morning and something hasn't happened, I'm going to get pissed off, and it's true. But I am going to swallow that as much as I can. Swallow it like Farachi swallowing his
Go.
iced tea.
Swallow it.
Until spring training, because I'm going to give him, and he deserves it, the chance to suck or not suck, make it or break it.
The first game of the season is when I can have a halfway decent judging of if he can do anything. Spring training, you got to finish spring training because there's going to be injuries in spring training. You're going to have to decide who stays, who goes. You got the Peter Alonso issue. You got a couple of things going on. I know we believe the Alonso issue is a dead issue because they're not going to bring him up till he's the May thing because he's what is it, the minor league thing?
Well, we have to cycle through the other 37 first basemen we have till we bring him up, and then make sure we waste good talent on old decrepit crap players that can't do crap, and we stick them at first base like it's some kind of repository for nonsense and garbage. First
Yeah.
base is a sensitive subject for me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Okay. So
Go back and listen to the show on the 17th. I think I yelled about it at that point.
You're a yeller.
I am a yeller.
You yell about things.
I do.
make a lot of
Just
noise.
address our. Listen. Forget about spring training and
Forget about it.
opening
Oh.
day.
Hey,
Just-
opening day.
Make me feel as though you're addressing the issues that we have.
Let me see your feed on Twitter that you got something.
We're like this. the Mets are like this team with all this talent, like tons of talent. Like everybody can agree, and this was I said back when we first started doing the show, when the Cine Sports Talk experience came back in February. This team can either win 70 or 90, and I say 70 because of the health stuff. What do they win this year? 76. Fair. But it's health wise, you can't predict health, right? Clearly, but it's missing that big sign. Cespedes wasn't a big signing. Cespedes was a big trade that we made mid-season to get us over the hump and to the World Series.
With
but that's it.
Cespedes in the lineup,
It's a different story, clearly.
different story.
But we need. It's New York City. We need that big signing.
Why? Why do you think people even want to come to us? Because we're New York
Why
City.
why did the Red Sox sign
No.
JD Drew? JD Martinez. JD Drew sucks, by the way. He's shortstop.
Yeah.
He
So
was,
does
he was
Brian
good for a
Holmes.
year or two.
Yeah.
But why'd they bring him in? They needed a big signing. Get him over the hump. Get him to win the World Series. 108 games in a World Series. So this fan base in particular, we need the signing. Get us the guy that we.
You mean Mets Chato? That's
Yes.
the only thing that's gonna save you this year. Otherwise, you're gonna flip out.
It's not the only thing that's going to save me, but we need a big bopper in
If
the lineup
Machado comes in,
in August.
okay,
Let's
let's just
August.
imagine Machado comes in. You signed him, great. He says, "I want to play shortstop." What do you do?
Play shortstop,
Okay, where do you put the shortstop you have now? Who's supposedly one of the
second
best
base.
coming up? Second base, the guy in second base.
McNeil,
You put him at third.
third base.
Who goes to
I don't know.
first?
Alonso at that point, but
You sure?
In yes, yes,
I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on first?
exactly.
Okay. All right. So that's what you want.
We
Nothing else. Nothing else suffices. Nothing.
I got to see what else starts panning out. Is there a trade on? I'll
prepare for not having Machado.
right.
Prepare.
So we whiff on
That's
Machado.
reality.
Machado.
We get the flipper.
Well, we will hate you at that point. By the way, we will hate him
Absolutely.
Not if we get the hair flipper.
really close.
if we get the hair flipper.
We're still gonna hate
Stop.
Machado.
I don't want him
Why don't you want him?
because I hate him. It's going to be a very difficult transition to become a fan
It's
of
a
him.
pretty dang nice outfield, bro.
I hate him too, but if he signs a
And
contract,
Think
then-
about
with New
this:
York
Okay.
Mets-
Conforto, Hair Flipper, and Bruce, and they're all hitting.
Okay, and then Machado comes back. Cespedes comes back, and what happens?
Bruce will be hurt by then.
Bruce will be traded. Bruce will be traded.
What if Bruce has a crappy season? He ain't getting traded.
It doesn't matter. Of course, he can get traded. Trade him
So
to
for
the
what?
to the Walt Disney
For,
Ducks. I don't know. Trade him to the Rangers. Put him
the,
in
Ma-
another
the
sport.
Mariners.
The Mariners. Yeah, that's what we trade everybody. The Mariners or the Rangers. So
I honestly, I think Bruce is going to make all those decisions hard. I don't see Bruce having another bad year. I
no,
don't.
he probably won't. He probably
Yeah.
won't. He's solid.
I think he'll have a solid season next year. He won't get back to the 35 home runs, but I think
Bruce-
he'll be in the mid 20s.
Bruce will be our everyday first baseman with Alonso. Those two.
Son of a bitch.
Is there something wrong with that though? No, but okay. So Bruce has to be okay. What are we talking about now? Are we talking about the hair flipper out and right?
We're talking about the hair flipper.
So we get the hair flipper.
because you have to bring Bruce into the infield.
You got hair flipper in right.
hair flipper.
You got Nemo
in
in
right.
center.
Nemo in center.
Conforto-
Nemo slash Lagares.
Conforto in left for the
Conforto
time
in
being.
left. Mets
Boom.
Perez comes back.
And then
Mets Perez goes to left. Conforto goes to center. Hair flipper in right.
Nemo's out.
Nemo's out.
Get
Nemo's
outta
fourth.
here.
Nemo's fourth outfielder.
I don't like
Wait. Seriously?
No. That would
Okay,
have no.
seriously,
That
no.
would have
Seriously.
then Nemo has to play first.
Nemo would still. Oh my God! Right, put another person at first base. That's it. Why don't we just cycle the whole team? Everybody plays first once a week. Let's go! Woo! No,
Don't spill my. What is that? No.
I pulled the.
Easy.
Easy, slow, Tiger, slow. Yeah, no, I think we should get 162 players to play first base next year. We cycle one
Easy.
player out of each game so that we never have any consistency at all. We just have a new player every single game, and we have no idea what we're going to get. Hopefully,
Or
we do
we
well.
have fresh
Maybe
bats.
collectively, those 162 players will hit 32 home runs and bat 300 because we've never had that in a long time. Who knows? Why take Alonso up, who's has the
Don't forget about Don Smith at first.
Why bring Alonso up, who has the potential of doing that? Why don't we
Don
just
Smith?
fucking fill a spot? Did I
Whoa,
just say that F word? I
yes.
did.
On video and audio.
I didn't. No, but they can't see my lips. That wasn't me. It was him. It was
Forked
him
tongue.
mimicking me because I don't.
Forked.
That word don't leave my mouth ever. All right.
Stop doing that weird finger thing. He's
You
doing
good
this.
now?
No! Oh, get away.
You good now?
No, just the men. Stop.
Stop
You
spreading
guys.
the
You guys
weird
mentioned first base to piss
I
me
don't
off.
Yeah,
want Bryce
stop.
Harper.
I don't want Bryce Harper.
You said you wanted Bryce Harper before.
No, I'm repeating him.
Oh.
I don't want Bryce Harper primarily. I'd rather have Machado. However, if we don't get Machado, then I want Bryce Harper. Yeah, I
No,
want
you
one of the
said
two.
you want Bryce Harper instead
Not
of
what I said.
Machado.
No, I'm not. What I said was that was under the interpretation
You were
that
under the
LA was
influence?
going to re-sign. LA was going to sign Machado.
How is it possible unless it's $420 million for Harper? How is it possible that he's gonna? I'm going off on a little bit something different right now, but how is it
Okay.
possible that this is a done deal already? Bryce Harper, I'm sorry, he does not strike me as the type to, pounce on it and let him set the precedent for the offseason. It for me, it sounds as though, or if I'm looking from, I'm just looking
does
at
Boris
it.
represent them both?
Machado,
And Machado and Flipper?
Harper is yes.
Hmm.
Well, look at that. But anyway, if I'm looking at it from completely outside, which I am, I would not see Bryce Harper wanting to set the pace. I would see him as the douchebag that waits for all this stuff to happen, like Jader waits for the picks until everybody else does. Like he wants to see what Machado get. There may not be a huge quantity of great free agents, but to have Machado and Harper free agents in the same offseason is ridiculous.
There's some decent free agents.
It's gonna blow
There's
up
some decent
Twitter.
free agents
It's gonna
out there.
blow up Twitter with Rosenthal and all these guys tweeting stuff out left and right, getting us hooked in. The Marlins are in because they got a Dominican base.
Well, they have Real Muto. They're
have-
gonna make a big splash once they if
trade
they
him?
trade Real Muto, and the Mets try to get him.
What if we made Alonso for Real Muto? Would you do it?
Peter Alonso for Real Muto.
Well, it's going to take more than that, but Alonso definitely being a part of that
No,
package.
I wouldn't do it.
I don't think I would either because catcher position is volatile. Longevity wise, you're looking at first base. Somebody at first base can potentially.
Alonso can play first base for the next 15 years.
Right. Catchers get
Real
hurt.
Muto will be gone in less than 5.
Right. So, yeah.
You can't. I mean, if you want to screw your franchise and you're
I
really ready to win now, you believe it, then you would do a Real Muto trade.
We have some young talent that we can offer up, but I wouldn't offer up that young talent.
I wouldn't trade for Real Muto. I wouldn't.
See, this is a show.
I'd spend my money.
We're disagreeing on everything.
What
I'd
about
spend my money.
Grandal?
Huh?
Grandal.
Grandal, I would give him a 1 or 2 year. I'll give him a 2-year contract.
So you'd rather give out a year or two contract rather than trade our pieces?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
I
understand.
use Plawecki.
'Cause it's-
I'll
'cause
leave
otherwise
Plawecki
it's
this. Yeah.
But let's play devil's advocate.
And we
right?
talked about Plawecki the other day. I don't know if we talked about it. But
Yeah, we
spoke
did.
about it. That
Aw.
when he came back,
the pitching stuff got better.
The starting staff ERA just dropped.
Sure.
But if you saw those stats,
Beastie
Thomas
Boy shout
Nido
out.
was graded out as the best overall catcher
I don't like
with the
Nito.
starting staff.
I'm not.
I'm
a
just
Nito
saying.
fan.
I'm kidding.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm not a Nito fan.
That's what happened.
I'm
I'm not a huge fan of Nito. He might prove me wrong.
I
But
think
he's
he
that guy-
catches a good game. I don't think he
yes.
can hit.
He's-
I've seen
but
him.
he looks like he can hit a bomb,
He's
but he
young.
doesn't hit anything.
He may.
No.
he hits one in the
Plawecki looks like he can crush
Yeah.
everything.
And he's done it. He's done it, sparingly here and there. He's just not put it in consistently. He's never at this point. My thought is Plawecki never hits for average, a high average in the majors. He's done it in the other levels, but 240 seems to be our friend. So
240 is our friend, and
240.
Grandal is a 240 hitter also.
yeah. But
I'm sick and tired of that, though.
But he's a lefty. Plawecki's a righty. You bring him in, and maybe because
You build them. You,
Yeah, and
you,
you
you
build
use
them
them
up.
both. You use them both to keep them fresh because
But-
they're not gonna offer anything to.
Grandal's also going to hit you some
Darno, yes.
power, and he's not necessarily a
they might
240
not
hitter.
tender. They might release Darno.
Yeah.
He-
That's what I thought.
mm,
So Darno might be gone. So Plawecki's job
I
to
hope
lose.
Seattle picks him up.
Like it doesn't matter to me. If we were to lose Darno, I mean, we still head over heels 1,000,000 times won that trade.
And with our luck, well, yeah.
Yeah, you kidding me?
So
You're gonna have the God of Thunder's there, right?
But we're at the point where you can properly evaluate a trade. So the trade
We
that
won
we
the
made,
trade.
we
We won
clearly
the
won
trade.
We thought we won the trade from the very beginning, but I was higher on Darno also, but I guess there's a reason why he's gone from the Phillies to the Blue Jays. To the Mets.
Injuries.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah. So our holes, as we kind of end this show, our holes are third base. I don't know. Catcher. So, but So my position is that if the Mets were to address the
We have guys that can play third base right now.
yeah,
We have Frazier. We have Flores.
Flores has an
And
orthopedic
McNeil.
knee. Frazier's already now he's a Met, so he's gonna get hurt.
We
Bat
have
210.
Frazier. We have Flores.
And
Those are the
McNeil.
third base.
So we got
McNeil can play
guys
third.
that can physically
play the base.
play the base. For how long?
I'm saying, not that I'm against Machado, I'd take him.
Yeah.
You know, but we have guys that can play third base, and you can fill all the holes.
I don't want Bryce Harper.
So I think with a new
Let me
GM,
call Brody.
this guy's gonna want to make a
Do
splash.
not sign Bryce Harper.
sign whoever you want, Brody. It's your money.
You
I'm
gotta.
not buying a jersey.
Well, it's Wilpon's money,
Yes, you
but
will.
Not
you,
gonna buy a Bryce Harper
Yes,
jersey.
you
will.
gotta
I
imagine
don't
that
care if he signs to a 20-year contract. I'm not signing.
You're gonna
it.
wear that
Not wearing
wig.
a jersey.
You're gonna wear that wig that goes like that. You're wearing it.
Not
and
doing
I'm
it.
gonna record him flipping his hair. But you have to imagine the Wilpons know that Van Grundy booting Brody has to spend money. They're probably signing
He said
him,
there's money to spend.
right? And they're signing a guy
Wilpon
like
said
this,
it.
knowing
Don't lie to me, Will Pond.
this guy is gonna have
Don't.
to like. He's got. It's New York. You gotta make a splash. You have to. People will judge the heck out of you until you make a splash, and then you'll get a little breathing room. You better do
It's a
something else
no-win
quick.
situation because we're always being compared to the Skankies. Okay,
But
and
if we-
even if we win a championship, or
If
we
he-
win
if
two, or
he
we win
comes
three,
out-
they're always gonna say
Under your
not
Christmas
27.
Which, by
rocking
the way-
around the Christmas tree. If you have
Ha-
Harper or Machado,
Half of those championships was when there was like 8 or 10 teams. I don't want to hear it. Shut up with the 27 championships. Get out of here.
I'm just saying what they say.
Yeah,
I hate it as much as you. Trust me.
screw them.
and if you got a problem with that, talk about it on Twitter.
Talk about it.
Twitter. And your sister's ass.com.
Boom.
You've been twatting.
So, yeah, Machado, bring it on.
You just said you wanted the hair flipper, though.
No, I did not say that. You're twisting my words. I said if Machado is not available, I want the hair flipper.
Oh, so you still want Mitch Shadow over the hair flipper?
Of course.
Okay.
I never said otherwise. All I said was I think that he's going to sign
did.
with
Felt
LA.
like you were leaning that way.
Well, because I was running under the assumption that he's going to resign with LA, and then you said,
Don't assume.
then you said,
Because Jamaican.
Ask
Then-
that to yourself.
then Steve said, Farachi, that one over there.
Farachi.
The Dodgers are not interested in resigning him.
I don't know that to be factual.
So now he's changing his.
No, I mean, I read a report.
Yeah,
just don't know if
I-
it's
Pretty
factual.
confused already for you to lie to him. Don't lie to him.
Aye. It's nothing confusing.
You want me to see what's going on with Machado?
How am I supposed to see what's going on with him?
I will tell you.
What are you going to tell
Break
me?
it. This is supposed to be you, Step Man.
MLB, my battery's
Breaking
dead.
news. Oh, your
You
battery's
going
dead.
to
He brought in
MLB,
an iPad
trade
with
rumors?
Dead battery.
I can tell you MLB trade rumors.
He'll make them up.
Everybody in the NL East but us is interested.
Everybody.
Here's
For
a
real.
here's a
Braves,
statement. Here's a statement
Phillies.
from Manny Machado on his Instagram page. I'd like to thank the Los Angeles Dodgers organization for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to play for a World Series title. Wearing that iconic Dodger blue every day was truly an honor. To Doc, the coaching staff, and the boys, it was a privilege playing with, going to battle with each one of you. Something that I'll never forget. Thank you to the Dodger staff and the front office for welcoming me, and my wife,
Sounds
with
like
open
a
arms.
goodbye.
To the Dodger faithful,
Goodbye.
you guys are amazing. 50,000 strong, bleeding Dodger blue, night in, night out. Thank you for making my experience as a Dodger one I will cherish forever. I know we
Not
didn't
coming
achieve our
back.
goal, bring a championship back to Chavez Ravine, but this is no doubt in my mind that with this group
No
of guys, a
tacos
World
for
Series
me.
title is on
Leaving
the horizon.
LA.
He's
Goodbye.
leaving,
Goodbye.
unless
Goodbye. See you later, man.
he's not.
That last statement
He's going to the
throws a little
Bronx.
confusion, but every other part of that statement gives you the impression that he is leaving.
He gone.
Yeah.
He gone, son.
Which means the Mets go. Frank Conti has said the Mets just need to go out there and just blow him away.
Wow him.
12 years, $360 million to do it.
Holy crapola. It's a lot of money, man.
I don't care.
That's a lot of money.
Would you
That would put him in like, he'd be like 38. he
Yeah,
left
that's
us.
the only thing that worries me.
no, doesn't worry me at all. because what he can produce in the meantime with this starting rotation, we got to take advantage of the starting rotation in the time that we have him. Because
We only have him for 3 or 4 more years.
that's
at
what
the
I'm
most.
saying. If you think about it, they're gonna outprice the Mets at some point.
Real
but-
soon. The
You
Grominator,
assume.
you already know.
Well, yeah. So if he were to come in here, and we got guys coming up in the mind, we can take this and we can develop this over the next decade. But we got guys coming up that can pitch. We'll lose pitchers, and I don't want to talk about that right now. But we'll lose pitchers.
That's
but if we
depressing.
can
Or they can play
solidify,
first
if we can solidify that lineup and bring Machado in there, at 12 years, $360 million, and he's 38 years old, whatever. If we're in contention for the World Series every single year for the next 5-6 years, I'm in, because we've had 32 years now. 32 years.
I know. I was there at the last one in New York. I remember it. Trust me.
So
30 years.
Why not sign him to the 12-year contract? Do it. Knock it out. Get it done.
Why does it have to be 12?
That's just something.
Let's just say 10. Let's say
10 years, $300 million. Do it.
11.
30 million a year.
11 years, 330 million.
That's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money.
That's a
But
lot of money.
if you win the championships, that's done. They earn their money back.
Do you realize Mike Lowell made $77 million in his whole entire career? MLB career, anyway. This guy, we're going to pay him literally 4 times that amount almost.
$30 million, man. If he just wasn't such an A-Rod.
But I ain't writing those checks, so if they did it, I'd still be happy. I ain't going to lie. Woo!
I will
Bring
buy-
him on, baby.
I will buy his jersey.
You will buy him a Machado jersey?
Yes.
I'll reserve that.
But not a Harper jersey.
I will not buy a Harper jersey.
You will buy a Harper jersey.
What if Harper came to the team
And you will wear that wig.
and he batted 290 with 35 home runs and 110 RBIs? Is that something you might be interested in?
If he's batting in front of Mets Perez, that's what he's going to do,
In August.
Mm-hmm.
He's a trade deadline guy.
August, September.
Yeah. No, that's what he did
2
the most
months.
damage for us
2
in
months.
2015.
I-
There's other guys that can do that
Machado is
in the outfield.
Machado. He's going to be a Met. So that's really a foregone conclusion. But truthfully,
I feel like you
not.
told
It
me a little
is.
bit
It's
earlier
not.
to think that we're not getting Machado.
well, I thought he was going to sign with LA, but you convinced me otherwise. Now.
So now he's coming to the Mets.
I am easily
It's
swayed
obvious.
into the Mets direction.
Obviously.
All you got to do is give me a couple of facts, and I'll plant that,
Or
pour
a
water
couple
on
of
it.
drinks, and he'll do whatever you want.
There you go. I don't know about that.
Lap dance.
Yeah, let's chill with that.
Sexy lap.
Maybe.
That's
But if Machado is obviously the bigger talent. He's the better baseball talent by far. And what I mean by that is, he's more of a rounded hitter. Harper, his average does this a whole lot. The consistency with Harper is he gets on base a lot and hits homers, and that's amazing. I'm not
so we don't get
downplaying that, but
Machado. What do we do?
Harper.
We don't get either one of those two.
Oh well, that's different. Then
Let's
you got
be
to
a little
start.
bit more realistic. Let's say we can't get either one of those two. They don't want to come to us. They don't want to come play with us. Screw them.
Let me see who's available.
Josh Donaldson to play third base. Get rid of
I
Frazier.
went through the list and there's nobody even comparable. So we need one of those two.
An offensive big time player.
There's nobody comparable to those two. No one, not even close. You gonna tell me Donaldson, a guy who's off?
I think
injured?
they should trade for Goldschmidt.
Who's going to be available and play first base? No. Hold on. Let me tell you something. You send Alonso out to Arizona in a package for Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah,
You do that every day of the week, 17
Any
times
day.
on Sunday.
and you could even throw in Bruce. Who cares?
How old is Goldschmidt?
28, 27, 28.
Oh, is he?
It's a monster, man.
Oh yeah. Which first you can have Bruce.
You can have them all.
You can have
Flores can go.
Flores. You can have Alonso. You can have Ike Davis. We'll sign him just to send him to you. We'll trade for Duda and send him over to you too.
Duda. Duda.
You can have our other first baseman that we haven't signed yet that we're probably destined to sign.
We can sign Daniel Murphy and put him at first base.
Yep, we can sign Henley
I
Ramirez.
don't
Include
ever
him
want
for-
him to step on our ground again. That's
Neil Walker.
piece of garbage.
We could send Neil Walker. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of options.
Steve Pierce. He had a great World Series.
Yep.
36.
Yep, 36 years old.
Joe Hanley Ramirez. We forgot to touch on that a little bit earlier.
Didn't
Hanley
we sign
Ramirez.
him? Didn't we sign him to play first?
Yeah.
You ever see They Live with Roddy Piper where he puts on the glasses and he sees
I
the
like
signs?
that movie.
So
Rowdy.
his words right there.
Roddy.
Oh, we forgot to talk
Piper.
about that earlier. If I had the They Live glasses, I
You'd
would
be
have
an
read.
alien.
I would have read.
Alien.
No, I wouldn't be an alien, but I would have read in that. We forgot to
Yeah.
piss Keith off earlier with this topic. See the smirk? Look. He's hiding it. It's all right.
Eduardo Escobar,
Oh, yeah.
third baseman.
No.
Oh,
No, he's
isn't
already
that-
signed with the Diamondbacks.
No.
It was already a free agent signing.
Good.
3 years, 21 million.
Pablo Escobar, too. I heard he signed with somebody.
Manny Machado. God. Ooh. What about if this guy opts out? What about Elvis Andrus?
No.
No.
I'd rather get that kid from Houston, the utility guy.
Yeah.
Gonzalez, Marvin Gonzalez.
Marwin
Marwin Gonzalez?
Yeah, he just came up. He's the number 2 left fielder out there. He's primary left field, but he can play second base and he can play all
Third
the
base.
shortstop. Third base. I don't know.
Craig Kimbrell.
He's not playing
He's not
third
going
base.
anywhere.
Yeah. AJ Pollock.
AJ Pollock is a nice player.
Yeah, he's a nice player, but he's injured also.
Duda's WAR is 0.0. So it's like an even thing.
Cargo is a free agent. You want him?
No.
We bring in all the old guys.
No.
Bruce and Cargo can
They can play
man-
first
oh my
base.
God.
He can't play first base.
Yeah. Henley Ramirez
Together,
play
they'll be
first
able to
base.
field the
Nelson
ball.
Cruz. He's
Nelson
38, but he
Cruz.
still pops 45 home runs.
Did he have 45
I don't
home
know.
runs?
I don't know.
Probably.
Can you check that, Keith?
Nelson Cruz.
No.
No, he can't. His thing.
I'm not
no
looking at
juice.
Nelson Cruz.
He
Screw
doesn't
that.
care.
What does it matter?
Plays
Screw
first
him.
base anyway.
He had 37 home runs.
Yeah.
It's like every year.
We can sign Chris Young.
We already had him.
Yeah. Bring him back.
Outfielder.
35. He's got a negative 0.5 WAR. Perfect.
Look Nelson Cruz. Speaking, I mean, you talk about.
But he can't play anything.
No,
bro.
I know, but I'm just looking at his consistency. 33 home runs, dipped down to 22. He missed a few games that year. 29, 24, 27, 40, 44, 43, 40, 39, 37.
He has a lot of home runs. Nelson Cruz.
360 home runs. He'll get to he might get to 400 this year.
How old is he again?
38.
First base.
Could play first base.
Mm-hmm.
Devin Mesoraco,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
first base.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect sense.
Let's see what first basemen are available.
Who's
this
on
year.
first?
What's on
I
second?
don't know. Machado.
We have Steve Pierce, Joe Mauer, Matt Adams, Mark
Joe
Reynolds,
Mauer. He should
Lucas
retire
Duda,
already, Joe.
Brian Humsucks,
Logan
Adam
Morrison.
Rosales, Henley Ramirez.
He's
Logan
getting released.
Morrison, and Twins declined to sign Logan Morrison.
I think we should sign Hanley.
Hanley
For
Ramirez?
what? What do
To
you
play
He's-
first, right?
Look, see the smirk. He's looking. He's firing me up. Why? For what? For what? Let me look at all the old guys on here. Let's sign them up. Let's just freaking become decrepit. Kurt Suzuki, 35.
Catcher.
Oh, Nick
We need a
Hundley.
catcher.
We need
Catcher.
somebody with the name Hundley to be back in the team because that would make us all feel warm and fuzzy.
Jed Lowry.
Not really.
There you go.
Todd Huntley.
We could sign Steve Pierce. He had a career year. It will never happen again. He'll suck for sure next
We
year.
can sign Dave Magadan. Play first.
We can definitely do that. If
Maxey.
you want, we can get Brendan Phillips to play second. He's only 38.
He's only 38.
Adrian Beltre, 40 years old.
He's still playing.
This is an
He's still
entire
good.
generation of guys that we've watched their entire career.
We have.
Yeah,
and
and
we
they're
can put
all
him at
gonna-
first base now.
They're all going to be gone.
Oh, Beltre's done, no?
Is he
even
retiring?
I think so.
He's got 3,000, right?
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Raise it from the
3,000.
dead and play first base.
And
the
by
Mets
the
way.
way, Adrian Beltre, when he was on the Dodgers, felt like a lost cause. Then he went to Seattle.
I think we'd
Rangers
be
woke
remiss if we did not mention Willie McCovey. Passed away.
He did pass away.
Yeah.
Our condolences to the McCovey family.
I think it was in his 80s. I mean, he lived his life, but that's a baseball icon. So
You went from old players to old players.
because we were talking to old players, and suddenly I popped in my head. So I think since we're a
Really
baseball
old.
show, out of respect, he's also a pioneer in baseball. So rest in peace for him and his family. Peace and love. Peace and love.
I felt the peace and love coming.
Peace and love.
I felt like it was coming. All right. So, are we all pretty confident in our new GM?
I'm confident to give him a chance. I'm
Confident to
not
give him a
confident in him. I'm confident that
he hasn't done crap yet.
So, I'm kind of excited about this opportunity that's come along. Not only because it's good for the show, both being on cinesportstalk.com and all the Cinesports Talk stuff that I touched upon earlier, but also on the 27 outs
very excited
Baseball
to be on
Network.
27 outs.
and then going even above and beyond that to iHeartRadio.
Radio.
So we're like all over the place now. And
Like doo-doo.
so we're all over the place
We
now.
are also on YouTube.
YouTube.
We are now.
People have been watching on YouTube
We're gonna be live forever on YouTube.
forever until they kick us off. Until our bandwidth expires.
We can see your views. How many views we get?
Bios. So that just means more opportunity for everybody to get movie passes, more opportunity for everybody to hear us talk about the Mets, and on top of that,
And learn about the Mets.
on top of all that,
And love the Mets.
what's even more exciting for me is
Love
that
'em.
I was
Love
kind of
'em.
bummed about doing
Love.
one episode a month.
Really?
I was a little bit bummed about that.
So,
Well, now your dreams came true.
Dreams came true.
One
Were you
episode a
guys
week.
bummed about that?
I was
I like to do Mets
I
episodes.
I was okay with it because I was a little hopeful in the Giants season. Then when that just went to hell, I was like, I'd rather talk about the Mets even when they're bad, but when the Giants are bad, it's just so hard to talk about.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard.
It-
Because it's over quick. It
Yeah,
feels
'cause
like
it's
it's
short
over
season.
quick.
so yeah, but I think when we have, that's so meaningful to me. You're not gonna pat my shoulder?
I knew you were. I knew it. No.
You felt it coming?
I've been trying to get him to pat my shoulder all night.
That
All right.
just sounds bad.
So
It's
what
not
do you,
true.
What do you guys say we put a big old orange and blue ribbon on this bad
We
boy?
can do that.
Sounds like a
We'll
plan,
do it.
Stan.
Do that.
Typically, we'll have a Mets moment of the week. We'll do some music, but because this was our first episode on a certain
Spreaker.
area, Spreaker, we decided to forego that so that we don't get too all over the place, even though Keith helped us do that.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Hey, a lot of shout out to Frank.
Shout out, another shout out to Mr. Conti, Frank Conti,
Thanks, Frank.
who will have the flagship of the 27 ounce baseball network, and that is called Being Frank.
Sorry, Frank.
Being Frank.
Trout is still better than Altuve.
He
Here
is.
we go.
It's a thing.
Start trouble.
He's right. He's right about that.
He's right though.
He's right.
No, he's wrong. He's right.
He's right. He's absolutely 100% wrong on that.
Yep.
Nope.
He's right.
So now we will be coming to you weekly. It'll usually be
Nope.
around this time, usually somewhere between Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesdays are now blocked off for
Yeah. Yeah. For pain and torture.
pain and torture on the softball field. All right. So what we're gonna do is, we're doing two different things right now. We're doing live on YouTube, live on Spreaker. So we're gonna end the Spreaker first because I can't do two things at once. So we will sign off. We're gonna
Can't you
play
come?
the theme, but YouTubers can't hear it.
No.
I guess not,
I think
and we
it's so
can't hear
good.
So we'll play the theme now. Until next week, Steve, Keith, and Rodriguez. We'll talk to you
Signing off.
later. Let's go Mets.
LGM.
Is that going to be the closeout for YouTube?
Phenomena.
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 Phenomena. You all got 22 seconds of this.
Phenomena.
You're off.
Phenomena.
Sorry.
Phenomena.
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 Phenomena. Mana.
What is he doing?
Peace.
We're
This
done.
is-
There we go. All right. Now it's time for YouTube.
Oh, we're still live.
We're still
Oh my
live.
God.
We're still
Unbelievable.
live on YouTube. But that's gonna end right now. So we will
Aw.
bid you guys adieu. We have no
Goodbye.
theme music to play for the
Adieu.
YouTubers.
Yeah, we do.
Do-do-do.
Mana. Do-do-do. Mana. Do-do-do. Do-do-do.
All right, we're good.
Mana.
Okay, done.
Finished.
You sure that